Alright, looks like we are live. Everything looks like it's working well. Everything seems to be in order. So there we go. I said we'd go live a little bit before the game started because, then we can just chit-chat, hang out, and give our thoughts on the game if we'd like. No, we're just chilling. Just casual. I'm pretty excited for this game. First primetime game in a long time. I think since 2023, and even that was just a Thursday night game. I think that was the one against Houston, and it was an ugly game. So it's been a long time since we really saw this team play in primetime, and this is the best team we've had since probably 2018. You could argue for 2022 if you want. We almost made the playoffs that year, but far more talent on this roster than we have in that roster, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm excited to see because this is a good measuring stick for us. San Francisco is very good on offense, but very beaten on defense. So if we are what we think we are, we should be able to move the ball on this defense. We should be able to put up some points. The question is, what can we do on defense? Because we're missing both of our starting linebackers. Roseboom and Trevin Wallace are both out. And I don't really know much about the guys who are replacing them. I don't know. I don't have a lot of hope for them, if I'm being honest. Like, I would love to see them succeed, of course, but if we're being honest here, our linebacker group is going to be a weakness here, and McCaffrey and Kittle are probably going to do pretty well against us. It's going to be on the offense primarily to win us this game, putting up points against mostly a backup defense in San Francisco. They play with heart, they know how to fight, but they are bruised, battered, and beaten, so we should be able to move the ball on them. If we can't, we're going to lose this game, simple as that. If we can score points, though, we might be looking at a shootout. And we still have a lot of talent in our defense, too. We got J.C. Horn, we got Derek Brown out there, so we got guys who can make plays. We've seen it all year. It kind of varies week to week how well we play as a unit, and we've got weaknesses, so we're going to have some plays where you look at the defense and go, what are you doing? But we still do fairly well overall. I just hope they can do well tonight. They can get enough stops, and maybe we can win this game. I would love to win this game. First place in the NFC South is on the line tonight, so seriously, it's a big game for us. We could have our first lead of the division since, I think, 2016. I think it's been that long since we led the NFC South this late in the year. So, I don't know. I don't know. I might be wrong, but I've seen some people say 2016 was the last time we had a division lead at this point. So, hopefully, we can get the job done. I got a lot of hope tonight. If we don't win this game, though, we don't need to think about playoffs, honestly, because we got a tough schedule from here. This is a game we need to get, and then we need to beat the Saints, and then we need to at least split with Tampa, and then we got a chance to win the division. So, if you've heard my previous streams, I don't think we can get in as a wild card, even if we get to 10-7. There are going to be several other teams competing for those spots. You got San Francisco as one of them, so a win tonight would help us in that regard, but you still got Chicago, you got Green Bay, and Detroit, whichever the two teams in that division that don't win it are gonna make the playoffs as wildcard teams, quite possibly. Between Seattle and LA, whoever doesn't win that division is probably getting the 5 seed. So I think there's a lot of competition in the NFC. I'm not sure 10 wins is gonna be enough to get a wildcard spot. So to me, I think our best chance is to win the division. And I think this is one of the more winnable games outside of those two against Tampa and then the rematch against New Orleans. We get the win tonight, we can seriously start thinking about making the playoffs. We don't get the win tonight, though, it's a long shot. So, ultimately, it is going to come down to those two games against Tampa. I would rather not need to sweep them, but yeah, it'll come down to the wire at least. But a lot riding on the game tonight. We could be leading the division for the first time in so long. It'd mean a lot to get this win. I could argue this is the biggest game for Carolina since probably late 2022, because we did have a shot at the playoffs somehow that year. But beyond that, if we don't even count that, we would have to go back probably to 2018 when we were last in the playoffs. This is the biggest game for Carolina in a long time. So I just hope we can show up and put on a performance in primetime. If we're going to lose, at least let it be a good game, because I would not like to get embarrassed in primetime, because this is not a bad team. But, if we get blown out, then the perception is going to be, oh, Carolina, same old Panthers, they're bad. It's up to us to try to show that we're not bad. If we get blown out, then what are you supposed to do? Hello, Steve. Texas on fire. Cry Eagles cry. Texas and Dallas show the people who's the real frauds. Hey, congrats to your Cowboys on the win. That was pretty cool. Definitely love seeing the Eagles lose. I don't hate the Eagles, but I mean, it's nice to see the best teams in the league get upset. So, hello, Midnight. You ready for the game? I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I am excited. A first primetime game. I think it was 2023 against Houston, that Thursday game. But if we don't count that, we have to go probably 2022. We don't see Carolina in prime time a whole lot. We got to enjoy it while we can. Just hope that we show up today. Oh, man. I'm worried about our linebacker group, but honestly, I'll go ahead and say this. If we lose the game, and it's primarily because of the defense, we can't make the excuses about the injuries, because San Francisco's got far, far, far more injuries on that roster than we have. So, I mean, obviously, we're all affected by the injuries, but I don't think we can really use that as an excuse here, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm expecting a shootout in this game. I think both teams are going to put up points, because their defense is not good due to the injuries. Our defense has a lot of talent, but our linebacker group is really going to worry me, and if our secondary can play well and we can stop the run, we got a good shot at getting some stops on defense. But yeah, there's going to be a blowout tonight. Oh yeah, we could destroy the 49ers. Man, that would be something. That would be quite the statement. We could actually call that a statement win if we blow them out. Hey, if Trevin Wallace and Roseboom, if they were playing, they were starting a linebacker in this game, I'd feel a lot better, but I'm telling you, man, I don't feel good about that linebacker group. If those guys step up and play well, then that's one thing. It's a big game, though. We're going to find out. Oh, man. It's a big game. The NFC South lead is on the line. And again, I don't think we've led the division. I saw someone say we haven't led the division solely since 2016. So I don't know if that's accurate or not. It might have just been that we haven't led the division this late into the year. We probably led the division early in the year in 2022 or 2021 with Darnold when he started hot and then, suffered throughout the rest of the year. Yeah. But we got a good chance to do something big tonight. But watching this team, I feel like, the trend is either we win on a game-winning drive or we get blown out, and there's not much of an in-between. So hopefully we can win on a game-winning drive. That'd be awesome. I don't know. I did notice a trend with San Francisco, though, since weeks 1 and 2. They beat Seattle and then, I think, Arizona. Since then, they kind of flip-flop results. It's loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. Back and forth, back and forth. The most recent result was a win. So if the pattern continues, they're due for a loss tonight. I know that's not necessarily how it works, but it is a fascinating trend to me, and I do notice the trends and the patterns. So hopefully that trend is something that continues, because that means we win tonight. So we'll see. Eagles fans talk trash all week, and all I watch in that game is their players fumble. And about this game, I hope it's a tie. All right, fair enough. Yeah, Philly fans were probably talking a lot about Dallas. I think most people thought that game was actually going to be competitive, but when Dallas went down 21-0, I was like, okay, this game's over. I can't believe that happened. Like, big comeback. Yeah, I don't know what Dallas fans actually should root for tonight, because I feel like a San Francisco loss helps them, but also they need Carolina to lose, so they're not a threat in the wild card race. I'm telling you, though, we're not making it in as a wild card, so I can't see it with how competitive the NFC is. It's hard to see. They just need to make sure CMC is on the plane when they oh, wouldn't that be nice? I do want to talk about McCaffrey and his history with Carolina briefly, because it's something a lot of people have talked about this week. It's gotten a little, it's over-talked about, I'd say. It's kind of beaten the topic to death, but I'll say briefly, I hated the trade when it happened because McCaffrey was probably my favorite player at that point in time. Loved McCaffrey. I was gutted that we had to trade him, but also it made sense at the time. A lot of people forget that. He was injury-prone, and at the time it made a lot of sense, and it was pretty cool that we even got a second-round pick for him. Obviously, in retrospect, it looks like a terrible trade because he's mostly been healthy and he's been balling out for San Francisco, but look, at the time, it did make a lot of sense. It still hurt. It still hurt a ton at the time. I wish him all the best. Hopefully he has a great season from here on out and he stays healthy, but for tonight, I hope he continues to be inefficient on the ground, because dirty little secret about McCaffrey this year, he's not actually been that efficient on the ground. It's been his production through the air as a receiver. I think he's like top 10 in receiving this year, which is absurd. Yeah, hopefully he has a bad game today. Probably can't watch this, actually. Have to go to the mall now. Oh, dang. All right. Well, have fun at the mall then, man. Hopefully that's a fun endeavor and not just boring. Probably be back for the second half / fourth quarter. All right, I'll see you then. Sounds good. CMC is the guy you build around, not trade for capital. I mean, I can see that argument too, but I don't know. I don't know. Just, he was so injury prone. I understood why we did it. Obviously, if we could undo it, knowing he'd be mostly healthy since then, that'd be great. And I don't think we did anything with those draft picks either, because we are not good at drafting most of these years. This was a good week to miss football. Yeah, your team was on a bye. Yeah, that final score was misleading. It was not actually as close as the score suggested, but yeah, you guys had a pretty easy win. Yeah, a lot of interesting games this weekend. A lot of interesting games. Hopefully we got one more in us here in Monday Night Football. It's finally somewhat normal now. Yeah. Gotta enjoy the break this week, huh? Of course, he was injury prone and we didn't have a line. Yeah. Man, looking back at the guys we trotted out on the offensive line, it was laughable that we thought any quarterback or running back could really succeed there. Like, it's terrible. It was laughably bad. Like the Chargers this year is probably... You could probably compare it to that unit, I would guess. Because the Chargers' offensive line right now is laughably bad. But at least they have injuries as an excuse. For us, it was just incompetent signings. Man, there was once a point in time where I thought our GM was good. And then it very quickly turned out he was not good. And he had no idea what he was doing. It's unfortunate. Our past GM. I like Dan Morgan. Scott Fitterer was not good at all. So... We'll have kickoff, I think, in about 5 minutes. I don't actually know if the Monday night games start on time or not, but it's scheduled to start in 5 minutes. 4 minutes now. We'll see. Look, if we lose the game, again, I just hope it's a good game. I would hate to get blown out in primetime with so many people watching. And, of course, the box score viewers would look at it and go, yeah, Carolina's terrible. I just hope it's a competitive game. We have no business getting blown out based on how injured their defense is. So... We'll see. That's all right. Rico and Ted are going to go off. I hope so. I think, I've talked about how I'm concerned about our defense, but if we flip it around, I mean, I like the matchup for our offense. I think Rico is due for a good game, and I don't think San Francisco's that good at stopping the run right now. Could be wrong. And Tet's going to get open against their corners. I don't think they have an elite secondary. Like, we should be able to move the ball. There's no excuse if we can't keep this competitive. It would be a Bryce Young disaster class to turn this into a blowout, honestly. I think y'all getting blown out isn't that unlikely. I get it. It could be just like the Arizona game for San Francisco last week. Looks a lot better with Purdy. We'll see. I'm trying not to read too much into the Arizona game because I feel like Arizona just kind of imploded. The game was already over. Purdy didn't have to do anything to win them that game. He just had to not do terrible. But we'll see. I'll start calling you Daniel thing. Hey, look, I just try to give an objective analysis before the game. I think we can get the job done here. It's a good matchup for our offense. It's just also not a good matchup for our defense. So I expect a shootout. Give us the ball at the end of the game for Bryce Young to win it. And, well, I trust him. He's clutch. Their defense is injured. Yeah, he's done a great job masking some of their weaknesses. He has, and they've played and fought hard. But they've been inconsistent at the same time. Heart is racing today. I get it. Same here. Hello, Joel. Welcome on in. I am super nervous about this game, but I'm excited to be in primetime. I really am. It's been a long time. We have a chance to earn a ton of respect here. Can I get a 49ers loss for my birthday tomorrow, please? First, happy pre-birthday. And I hope so. I sure hope so. If the Niners lose this game, their playoff chances would go down a lot, in my opinion. If they win this game, they're probably going to get in. They're going to be favored the next 2 weeks. They get Cleveland, and then I don't remember who they get after that. I think Tennessee. So if they win tonight, they got a pretty clear path to 10-4. Assuming Shedeur Sanders isn't going to torch the defense next week, which he might. I don't really know what to make of Shedeur right now. Like, I thought he had a good debut for a 5th-round pick, at least. A good debut for a rookie, I suppose, in general. But overall, it was solid. We'll see if he can continue that. But, yeah, San Francisco, if they lose today, this would be it'd be a large dent in their playoff hopes. It's kind of crazy to say, considering they're, 7-4? Does the crowd look like it's been taken over by Niners fans? Oh, I'm sure. I haven't looked at the crowd yet. I'm sure the Niners fans are there in bulk. I mean, it's a big trip for Panthers fans. I don't imagine that we travel super well, to be honest. Have any info on the Baker injury? I've heard it's just a shoulder sprain or a joint sprain or something like that, and they there's optimism he's going to play this week, so it doesn't sound like it's going to be a big deal for him. At least not in terms of keeping him out. And you know Baker, he's a tough guy. If he can play through it, he will. So I don't think that Baker's going to be missing any time, knowing him. We can hope that it affects his performance, though, because if Tampa starts dropping games they should win, then that definitely helps us out. Sanders looked better than Gabriel. Oh, definitely. Definitely. And that shouldn't come as a surprise, honestly. I don't know why Gabriel was drafted in the 3rd round to begin with. I think I said on draft night, like, my perception of Sanders was he's a 2nd-round talent. I didn't think he was a 1st-round talent. I thought he'd go in the 1st round, but I viewed him as a 2nd-round talent, and I thought Gabriel was like a 4th or 5th-round talent, so it stunned me that he was drafted higher. Like, I'm not surprised at all that Sanders is better than Dylan Gabriel. But we'll see if he can do well next week. I don't root for or against him, honestly. I think it'd be a cool story if he succeeded, but I honestly don't really strongly care, if that makes sense. Like, it'd be cool. It'd be cool. It'd also get a lot of people upset on the internet. Either way, there's going to be a group of people upset, so there's probably going to be a lot of memes coming out, no matter how Shedeur Sanders does. So we have that to look forward to. Baker got injured? Yeah, got hit at the end of the first half yesterday, I think, and then stayed on the field for a Hail Mary attempt because Todd Bowles is not a good coach. I don't know why he did that. Like, Baker was obviously hurt, and he still stayed out there for the Hail Mary. Yeah, Bowles is getting a lot of heat for that. A lot more accurate. Yeah, he seems to be. Should have the higher floor. I'd agree. I'm not an NFL scout, but I'd agree. I think he was a far better prospect than Dylan Gabriel. It's also why Indy picking Richardson and San Francisco picking Lance is idiotic. Yeah, just banking on the potential. We got kickoff here, and San Francisco is going to start on offense. Here we go, guys. San Francisco returning it, 20-25, going to go down around the 27-yard line. All right. Defense is going to come out there, start the game. Let's see what we can do with our backup linebackers. Hopefully, we can put forth a good performance. Yeah, why would you let him? I don't know. Maybe Bowles didn't realize he was injured. But, I don't know, man. Seemed pretty questionable to me. Random note, but you think we can get Jameis Winston as our backup next year? I would love that. I would absolutely love that. I was pushing for that this year, too. Like, that would be awesome. But I have no idea what we're doing at the quarterback position next year. Here we go. 1st and 10. They got the ball at the 28-yard line. Come on, defense. Let's get it together here. Start off strong. It's going to be a handoff to McCaffrey. He's not going to get very far, just a couple yards. 2 or 3 yards there. All right. As I said pre-game, dirty little secret about McCaffrey, as great as he's been this year, he's not been overly efficient on the ground. Let me pull up some stats this year. I don't think he's averaging 4 yards per carry. I'm pretty sure he's averaging less than that. So, overall, he's been outstanding, of course, but also as a runner, he's not been overly efficient. He got 3 yards in that last carry. He's averaging 3.7 yards per carry this year, which, it's fine. It's not outstanding or anything, though, you know? Not trying to hate, I'm just saying he's not as scary on the ground as people might think. He's just very scary as a receiver, too. Purdy dropping back to pass. Got all day, he's going to dump off to McCaffrey, who's going to get dropped for a 2-yard loss. Let's go, defense. There we go. All right, we got a chance to force a 3 and out here to start the game. Great tackle there. I don't know who made the tackle. It might have been Morig, the safety. Alrighty. Important factor, it was his non-throwing hand. That being said, it kind of felt like Wentz 2.0. That's fair. It was his non-throwing hand, he should be fine. I don't think it's going to affect him too much. He's a dog anyway, so he's going to play through it. But we can hope at least it affects his performance and affects the results. Who's our starting linebackers today? I honestly don't know. I don't know. They're backups, both of them. Purdy throws is going to be the McCaffrey, who's going to get the yak for the first down, it looks like. We'll see if they mark him out, though. They give him the first down. He just dumped off to McCaffrey, and he did all the work. So, they're starting the game with 3 plays to McCaffrey. 2 dump-offs and a handoff. Gee whiz. Yeah, great effort by McCaffrey to stretch it out and get the first down and not going out of bounds before that. But what do you do, man? What do you do with that? Like I said, he doesn't scare me as a runner this year, but he can hurt you through the air. Alright, they got the ball at the 38.5-yard line here. Player in motion. Purdy takes a snap, hands off to McCaffrey. He's got a little bit of room, but not too much. He's going to get about 3 yards. Alright. Alright. Yeah, we're going to have to adjust as the game goes along because we don't want McCaffrey to just keep beating us through the air. That's going to be pretty pivotal. Alright, they're showing our defense here. Maybe they'll show us who the linebackers are. It is Claudin Cherelis, who I think he did alright last week. And we have Trevis Gibson. I have no idea who Trevis Gibson is, but hopefully he's good. I do not know who that is, honestly. He might have been one of those practice squad guys we called up. Alright, we just need a good effort out of them today. Purdy looking to throw. He's got it to, guess who? McCaffrey, who's going to get about 3 yards. We got 3rd and 4 coming up. There's McCaffrey every single play of the game so far. What the heck, man? So 3 short passes to McCaffrey, 2 runs with McCaffrey, and it's the 2nd 3rd down for them. Let's get the stop here. Let's get off the field. All eyes on McCaffrey, but watch out for Kittle, watch out for Jennings. It's 3rd and 3 now. They give him a good spot on that. Here we go. Purdy has had time today. Little known fact about our defense is we do not get after the quarterback overly well a lot of the time. Purdy throws. It's going to be caught for the 1st down. That is Ricky Pearsall. It wasn't McCaffrey that time. It was Pearsall. That's too bad. They get the 1st down into Panthers territory. Going to be down around the 48-yard line of Carolina. All right. They're not doing anything crazy. They are just methodically moving the ball. What do you do? They got all those weapons out there. It's hard to keep them all guarded. And if Purdy's going to have all day to throw, I mean, eventually someone's going to get open, right? So they're doing a good job protecting him so far, and guys are getting open. We're going to have to get some pressure on Purdy, though. Purdy looking to throw. Pressure is coming this time. There we go. He escapes. He throws. It's incomplete. All right. Here we go. Derek Brown coming after him. That must have been scary. He was looking for Demarcus Robinson, I believe. Just a short throw, went over his head. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now. All right. See, like I said, we need to get some pressure, and then Purdy won't be so comfortable. Guys aren't going to have as much time to get open. The guy was open there. If he caught it, he probably gets about 2 yards. We had a defender in the area, so wasn't going to be much anyway, you would think. 2nd and 10 now. Come on, defense. Get after him. Need a big game from Derek. We absolutely do. Got a handoff. I don't know who that is at running back, but he's going to gain about, my goodness, tackle him down, guys. 7 yards there. That is Brian Robinson. I think he's already got more rushing yards than McCaffrey in this game. Or at least equaled it. Alright. 3rd and 3 now. We have forced a third down attempt here, at least. So we are getting them to 3rd down. We got to get off the field on one of them, though. Forcing 3rd down attempts is not going to matter if we can't force a 3rd down failure. Alright, 3rd and 3. Come on, defense. Get a stop here. Please, please, please. It's snapped. It's a handoff from McCaffrey. He's going to get the 1st down. Alright. Alright. Keep pounding. Keep pounding. Absolutely. Welcome on in. How you doing? It's the Christian McCaffrey show so far. Not doing anything crazy yet, but they are slowly getting 1st downs. We got 1st and 10 now. We're under 10 minutes to play, so very slow, time-killing drive so far. Red zone D. Now let's get a turnover here. That'd be something. At the 35, Purdy dropping back to pass. He's got time. Pressure's coming now. He's going to dump short to Kittle, who's going to get hit immediately. Sorry, that's not Kittle. That's Farrell. I don't know who Farrell is, but that's, I guess, the backup tight end. Good tackle by the defense. It's 2nd and 7 now. All right. Let's get another 3rd down attempt, and this time make him fail. That was Cherelis, by the way, the backup linebacker. He started for us last week, I believe, and had a pretty decent day. We need a repeat performance this time around. At least we're getting pressure. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of pressure here. We got to actually get to Purdy, though, because he's got all day on a lot of these plays, enough time to dump it off. That's really all he's done, just dump it off. So the average San Francisco offense here. McCaffrey gets the pitch. He's going to get the 1st down. That's going to be about 8 or 9 yards on the carry. All right. Yeah, just a very methodical march here for the Niners. They're, wearing us down, it feels like. But this is about what we expected, so it's not really a surprise. It's just, can we get a stop at some point? Because that would be really nice. That would help us a ton. If we can get a stop here, we're looking a lot better, but so far, it's not looking too good. This first drive is not going our way. Really setting the tone here. They got the ball at the Carolina 24. Purdy is going to throw back to McCaffrey, who is going to be making moves. He's going to gain about 7 or 8 yards. That's going to go down as a run, too, because it was thrown backwards. All right. Gain of 8 for McCaffrey. 2nd and 2 coming up. All right, our defense started well on this drive, but it looks like they're getting worn down here. Good blocking by the San Francisco offense. McCaffrey made some moves. Pearsall with a big block there on Morrig, who no doubt would have made the tackle. All right. This is prime for an offensive showdown. I sure hope so. We're used to those, yes. 99 getting off the field with great effort. Love it. All right. Brian Robinson with the handoff. Makes some spin moves. Somehow gets the first down. We got to tackle him. We should have stuffed him for no gain, but somehow he stayed up. What an effort. 1st and 10, San Francisco now. That sucks. Look, we expected a shootout here. We need our offense to be able to respond to this because defense is not getting any luck here. 13 plays, 60 yards, 7.5 minute drive here for the Niners. They're killing it. Slow, boring, methodical. It's basically what we've seen all year from them, and it works. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying it's what's happening, and it works. So until we stop them, they're going to keep doing it this way. McCaffrey, going to get stuffed. No gain there. We'll see if forward progress actually gives him a yard, but he did not get anywhere. Good effort by the D-line that time. Going to be 2nd and long. Robinson there meets McCaffrey pretty quickly. If we can force a field goal here, that'd be pretty big. They are playing with their backup kicker today, which I am not sure who that is. Eddie Pinheiro was injured, got a hamstring injury week to week, so he is not playing in this game. We'll see if their backup kicker is good or not. Hopefully he can miss. That would be great. 2nd and 10. They do not give him any yards on that run. McCaffrey stuffed. Guessing they're going to throw here. Purdy, he's got time. He's going to throw. It's going to be caught. Oh my gosh. How did you not tackle him? Jennings is in the end zone for the touchdown. That was bluntly pathetic. You gotta tackle him, bro. Like, we hit him immediately. He catches the ball and he's hit immediately. Somehow, we are not able to get him down. Like, I'd love to say that was a great play by Jennings. I'm not sure that was. I think we just didn't tackle. Oh, what was that? Okay. Alright, well, that sucked. Let's see the replay here. Yeah, just simple route. Jennings, we got 3 guys right there. We have 3 guys on Jennings, and somehow we cannot get him down. That wasn't a great play by Jennings. It was just a terrible play by the defense, so unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Pretty rough start on the first drive for our defense. Methodical drive by San Francisco. I do not know how we didn't get Jennings down. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow. Alright, you guys. Well, as we said, it was going to be a tough game for the defense. Having backup linebackers does not help us, and we're inconsistent anyway. Tough start, but we expected it. We just need our offense to show up here. This first drive by our offense is going to be pretty critical. We got to be able to move the ball. Hopefully we can. It's going to be very telling. But the Niners marched downfield. It took them about 8 or 9 minutes, and jeez, man. Alright. Yeah, that was a pretty deflating start to the game, honestly. Yeah, did not like what we saw from the defense. It is okay, though. No one should panic yet. We all knew this was going to happen. Most likely it was going to happen. We're going to have to score some points here. So let's see what the offense can do for us, and we'll see if the defense can rust up and come back stronger after that tough first drive. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Man, no, McCaffrey just ate us up on that drive, which, I mean, it's not really a surprise. We kind of said he was going to have a big game against us, most likely. Kittle didn't do anything, per the box score, but he probably made some big blocks there. Pearsall had a big block, had a nice catch. Jennings got the touchdown. Just, yeah, looks like we're going to need Bryce 450 and Rico 200. If we get that, we better not lose. That would be pretty insane. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how we approach the drive here. We'll see if we let Bryce air it out like we did last week, or we'll see if we try to commit to the run early on. I have no idea what the plan is. Exploit that Niners secondary, that'd be great. We gotta exploit the defense somehow, whether it's on the ground or through the air, or both. We got to come out swinging. We got to show that we are here to play. Because if we don't, the chances of a blowout definitely increase if we can't do anything on offense. Like, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to be analytical here. It's just, if we can't do anything on offense, we're in big trouble. It's going to be on the offense to show up like we did a week ago. We can definitely do it. We are definitely able. We got to see it here. That was probably the most 49ers drive ever. Nothing fancy, just part of the system. Absolutely. Purdy literally did nothing except dump it off, basically. I think it was a nice throw to Jennings at the end. I'll say that was a nice throw by Purdy to Jennings. And then our defense just helped him into the end zone, it felt like. 15 plays, 72 yards, 8 minutes, and 43 seconds. That is ridiculous. The drive took that long. Yeah, just an average San Francisco drive. We got kickoff here into the end zone. We're not going to return it, just a kneel down, so there we go. I tried to establish the run early to open up the play action. I think that makes a lot of sense. I wouldn't mind a run here on 1st and 10 and see where we go. If he gets stuffed, then we got to go to the air. But let's try to get in rhythm here because we know Bryce needs to be comfortable and be in rhythm for him to do well. That's generally how it goes. If he's got time and he's comfortable and he's feeling it, then he's going to have a good game. I will say, since we're all really hyped up on Bryce after last week, he also has only gone over 200 yards twice this year. Just trying to keep it in perspective. My approach on Bryce after last week was we're going to take it week to week. We're going to see how he does today. So I'm very interested to see how he does here. Player in motion on 1st and 10 at the 35. Bryce is going to hand off to Rico. He's got some room. He's going to take it for about 4 or 5 yards. Pretty solid first run. We'll take it. See what we do on 2nd down. I wouldn't oppose a second run. That was good blocking on the offensive line. We definitely are winning in the trenches on that first play. Like, we had some good push, and we are playing with some backups on the O-line. I think Chandler Zavala is our right guard today, which is almost never a good sign, unfortunately. Robert Hunt is still out, all-pro right guard. All-pro caliber, I should say. 2nd and 6, they gave him 4 yards in that run. See what we do here on 2nd and 6 at the 39. Bryce, he's going to be throwing. Pressure coming. He's evading the pressure, though. He's going to move up. He's running. He throws. It is caught by Tommy Trimble. There's a flag on the field, though. Surely there's a holding, honestly. That's got to be holding on the O-line. I hate to say it. Bro, they had pressure immediately. That is not a good sign. Yeah, they call holding. That figures. Great effort by Bryce there to avoid getting sacked and then somehow getting the throw off despite the immense pressure. And then a great catch by Trimble for the first down, but it's coming back. That sucks. Yeah, offensive line there in pass protection was not looking good. I'd take 4 to 5 yards a play. I would too, but we're going to need more than that here on 2nd and 16. Yeah, that hurts. Ball at the 29 now. Bryce, you're going to have to air it out, buddy. You got it. Look for T-Mac. XL in motion. Or sorry, that's Jimmy. Is that Jimmy Horn? He's going to throw. It's going to be caught by Rico. It's not going to go anywhere. Just a couple yards. Yeah. Bryce did make a 10-plus yard pass to start off. He did. He did. We just need better protection, and no holding penalties would be great. Yeah, their defense does not scare me, but they're playing well so far. I don't love that we just dumped off on, what was that, 2nd and 16. I would like more aggressive play calling, but it is what it is. 3rd and 13. Great effort by Rico to gain 3 yards on that. Could have easily been just 1. We'll take it. Bryce, you got to throw across the field here. Come on, man. All right. Oh, we're running. We're running, and Chuba is going to get close to the first down. It was a running back draw. We got it to the 43, and I'm guessing we're going to go for it. Whenever it's 4th and short and close to midfield, I think we tend to go for it, so let's see. Oh, we're punting. Okay, so we just went 3 and out. Okay. That hurts. That's rough. That is definitely rough. We are punting. I'm a little surprised that we're punting. On 4th and 3, I thought that we were going to go for it like we normally do, but we are punting. Hopefully they get crappy field position. Sky Moore on the return. He's not going to field it. It's going to bounce at the 5, and it's going to go out of bounds around the 8 or 9 yard line, so bad field position. Thank goodness. All right, that's a good punt. Sam Martin's been a good punter. I hate this conservative play calling. We can't get to the next level until we get active. Yeah, I don't like running on 3rd and 13. It worked well. Like, Chuba got 11 yards, 10 yards. I would have liked it if we followed up by going for it immediately, but we didn't. Again, I'm surprised. Dave usually goes for it on 4th and short that far up the field. I don't know. He chose to punt. Hopefully it's the right call. We've seen with Dan Campbell, you don't always need to go for it, so got to be wise with that decision. We don't go for it, though. San Francisco's going to get the ball in their own 10. Defense has to get a stop here, because if we go down 14-0 early, I know we've made some comebacks this year. Even last week against Atlanta, we made a comeback. It was 21-7. I would not like to be facing a deficit against this offense, though, you know? I don't want that. And they can kill time with their methodical methods, so yeah, I think that the defense definitely needs to come up for us here. Oh, man. No, that's a tough drive. That was a tough drive for the offense. The holding penalty really killed us. What are you going to do, man? Yeah, I didn't love the play calling there, but, you know, the 10-yard holding penalty really hurt us. It's 2nd and 16. I didn't love throwing short to Rico. I don't know if that was by design or if Bryce just decided to get rid of it fast. I don't know why he would have decided to get rid of it fast. Like, he wasn't in trouble or anything. Rico didn't have space or anything, so it was a weird decision to me. And then running on 3rd and 13, I'm never one to run on 3rd and long anyway, so very strange play calling to me. And then punting, I guess I don't mind punting. We're going to play the field position game this early. Like, we got to trust our defense to get the job done here. Next drive, we got to put the ball in Bryce's hands. Canales needs to trust the man more. He earned the trust last week, honestly. So, yeah, I want to see us air it out. Yeah. No, very strange play calling. I hope Dave isn't going to play scared today. Dave has been so inconsistent as a play caller, I feel. Like, last week, he was on fire with it. 2 weeks ago against New Orleans, it was ridiculous and weak and just not fun to watch. So, it's hard to judge Canales so far because I just don't know. I feel like he's still growing as a coach. I feel like he could be a really good coach, and also he could lose out and get fired. So, like, both extremes here. All right, San Francisco offense out there. 3:40 remaining in the first quarter. They got the ball inside their own 10-yard line. I don't know where exactly it was marked yet. We'll see. But not good field position. It's at the 8-yard line. All right, we got to bring up the pressure. We got to stuff him here. We cannot let him move up the field. They got bad field position. We need to take advantage. Purdy under center. He's going to be handing off. No, he's going to fake the handoff in his end zone. He's looking to throw across the field. It's going to be picked off! J.C. Horn with the interception! Let's go! Horn gets the pick. He takes it up to the 15-yard line. Let's go! Yes! That is exactly what we needed. Oh, there we go, you guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. All right, we're in it. We're in it. All right. We have got to capitalize on that. What a great interception by Horn. He just jumped in front of that pass. He was looking for, I think that's Juwan Jennings, maybe. I don't know. He's looking for the receiver. Bad decision to throw at J.C. Horn. What are you doing, Purdy? Horn with the interception, runs it back to the 15. Oh, boy, you guys. We're in it. We got to take advantage of that one. J.C. Horn is elite, I tell you what. He's got 4 picks this year. That's crazy. All right, you guys. Here we go. Ball at the 16. Let's launch it into the end zone. No hesitation or hand it off. I'm fine with that, too. But I want to see us take some shots. Bryce, he's going to be throwing here. Rolling out. He's going to have to run. No one's open. He's going to gain about 4 or 5 yards on the run. That's all right. We'll take it. We'll take it. Oh, man. We got fireworks here. Look, I was hoping for some turnovers in this game because that's going to help a lot, but I wasn't expecting one on the second drive like that. Gee whiz. Turdy. That throw definitely was. Now, I definitely question throwing to the receiver guarded by J.C. Horn. I have the quarterbacks in this league not learned their lesson enough yet. That's number 4 for Horn. Man, all right, we got the ball at the 11.5. They gave Bryce 5 yards in that run. Let's go. Punch it in, guys. Bryce, hands off to Rico. He's going to get hit pretty quickly, though. It's going to be 3rd and 2 coming up. All right. Look, no field goals here. We got to get the touchdown. We're getting the touchdown here. We got to. I don't want to play conservative. Get this ball into the end zone however you got to do it. We got 2 runs to start this drive. 3rd and 2. They met Rico immediately on that run, by the way, but somehow didn't go down and kept rolling, so got 3 yards instead of 1. All right. Pivotal moment here. 3rd and 2. Come on, offense. Player in motion. I think that's Jimmy Horn. Bryce fakes the hand. No, he's got it. Yeah, he fakes the handoff. He's going to run for the first down, and it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Man, everyone was fooled by that play. I think they all thought the running back had it. Bryce was very careful with that. He had all day to run, but also I think he wanted to throw, but he didn't really have any options there. That was the read option play. Yeah. No, if the defender had tried to stop Bryce from running, Trimble would have been wide open, so that was just a great play there. Very well executed by Carolina. We got 1st and goal. Just give it to Rico. It's from the 1. Great spot there, from the 1. Give it to Rico. Let him hammer this in. Here we go. Ball snap. Bryce looking to throw. It's play action. He's going to throw the back of the end zone. It's picked off. All right. We're getting that Bryce Young today. Okay. Of course. Why would we not hand it off on 1st and goal from the 1? Of course. There goes all the momentum, guys. That is ridiculous. Like, Bryce, why? We want to believe in you so badly, but it's the plays like that almost every week that give us caution. Oh my gosh, that was just... It's like the one thing that you can't have there. You have the ball at the 1. Quarterback sneak. Hand off to Rico. Give it to Chuba Hubbard. Give it to Jimmy Horn. I don't care who gets the ball. Punch it in from the 1, not throw an intercept. What? Why? Just a bad throw by Bryce. Like, he had the tight end in the back of the end zone he was looking for, and if he gets rid of the ball sooner, maybe it's going to be complete, but he was too hesitant. By the time he releases it, the defender's right there and just jumps up and grabs it. He actually bobbled it, almost dropped the pick, but he came up with it. So, just a bad decision by Bryce Young. Why? Why, guys? Yeah, just run the dang ball. Look, I want to see Bryce throw the ball, but not when you're at the 1-yard line. Well, what are you doing? I do not understand. Unbelievable. J.C. Horn gets the interception on the defense, takes it to the 15, 16-yard line. The offense gets 1st and goal from the 1, and that happens. This is why so many people gave up on Bryce Young. Like, it's the terrible turnovers almost every week. When he's on, he's on. We saw it last week. We saw his maximum potential last week. We've also seen these mind-bogglingly atrocious turnovers a lot this year, so it's the Bryce Young experience, you guys. It's just how it goes. Man, that hurts. I thought we were about to tie that game up. I think if we handed it off, we would have tied it up. I don't get it. Well, it's going to be on our defense to get another stop when we return to the game here. Man, that's so deflating. It's deflating for the fans, but it's got to be deflating for the players, too. You had all the momentum, and then you just immediately give it back. Alright. I don't even know who Jair Brown is, but good for him getting his first interception, I think. No, he was in coverage, linebacker, he just dropped back, and Bryce threw it right to him. Alright. San Francisco ball at the 20. Probably a handoff here. Nope. Yes, it's going to be a handoff to McCaffrey. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to gain about 3-4 yards. 3.5 yards there. Okay, defense, you got to come up big for us again. Got to come up big for us. That's the type of play that turns it from a competitive game to a blowout. So we need to make sure that doesn't happen here because that would suck. We need to stay competitive. 2nd and 6, they gave him 4 yards in that. Okay. It's 3.5, but yeah, no, they mark it as 3.5. It's just listed 2nd and 6, whatever. Purdy looking to throw, got all day. Going to dump off to McCaffrey. Makes a move, makes a guy miss, gets the first down. All right. I get it if you're on the 5, yeah. But on the 1, that's the thing you do. Yeah, I agree. Tush push it even, whatever gets you there. I don't know why we'd be all extra going play action and throwing. I think I blame Canales more for the play call. He knows better. Definitely. I would attribute blame to both of them. Like, obviously, you should be calling a run up a one. We all learned from Seattle in the Super Bowl, didn't we? Apparently not. Yeah, obviously, we got a run there. But, also, it was a bad throw by Bryce. That's the end of the first quarter, so... Man, that hurts. Hopefully the second quarter will be a different story, but yeah, that was pretty rough. Just that crazy, man. Just crazy. Niners are playing well, we aren't. That's about all we can say. Offense hasn't done a thing so far. Defense had a nice play with the interception, but otherwise we're just getting methodically beat. So hopefully we come out strong in the second quarter. As long as it's close in the second half, at least, I think we'll still have a good chance. But if we let this get out of hand before halftime, not going to feel good about it. Again, not against this offense. Like, I do not want to be down double digits against this offense. If we're down a touchdown at halftime, that's acceptable, though, because we get the ball to start the second half, so we could come out strong in the second half, tie it up, just in that hypothetical scenario. So it's not the end of the world if we're trailing at halftime. Bryce would be great at the tush push. I agree. He'd be great. The defense wouldn't be able to see him behind the line. Yeah, he's a small guy. Yeah, I feel like he'd do well. Maybe we're just worried about his durability on this place. He's still got a banged up ankle, so I wonder how much of that is being factored into the play calling. I definitely like play action for Bryce. I think that suits him well, but we gotta establish the run before that's really going to be effective, and we've not really established the run yet. Oh, man. I hope we come out strong in the second quarter here. I don't know. Definitely a deflating performance so far. I believe in this team, though. It'll be alright. I'm checking Twitter here to see if I've missed anything that has happened to happen so far. Yeah, has happened to happen. Great way of phrasing that. Let's see. Yeah, just a lot of people agreeing it was a bad play call and a bad throw, so I think we pretty much nailed it with that analysis. Nothing deep, just a bad play call, bad throw. Some people talking about the JC interception. Nice, nice. We got that at least. That was cool. Yeah, what a game this is. There have been some pretty big plays so far, we'll say that. It's been interesting. We need to keep it that way, though. First quarter numbers. San Francisco had 18 plays, 85 yards, time possession, 10 minutes, 16 seconds. We've only had the ball for 4.5 minutes, 7 plays for 32 yards. So, just getting that played so far. We can flip the script here. Purdy dropping back to pass. He's going to throw across the field. It's caught. Catch and run for Kittle. Going to get him the first down, 11-yard gain. Yeah, not a great start there. At least it wasn't a Super Bowl losing interception. Like, yeah, Pete Carroll definitely has experience with that. I'd love to at least have a chance to throw that Super Bowl losing interception. I'm not gonna lie. At least we're there. That'd be nice. We gotta win this game to even entertain the playoff push, though. Ball to 44 now. San Francisco moving it up now. Purdy in shotgun formation, probably throwing here. Yep, he's throwing. Pressure is coming. He's going to get rid of it. It's going to be caught for about 3 yards. Okay. I don't know who that is. It was number 3. You guys know I'm not great with the numbers. I don't know who that was, but it almost looked like it was supposed to be a screenplay, except there was no one there to block for him, so guy was just open. Got it for about 3 yards. Alright. Come on, defense. Get some stops here. Another interception would be nice. Let's get JC his second pick of the day. That'd help. Ball at the 47. McCaffrey gets the handoff. He's going to get hit immediately, but somehow still gains yards. We got 3rd and short coming up. I think it'll be 3rd and 2. They got the ball in Panthers territory. Yep. Yeah, not doing great so far, you guys. If we can get a stop here, though, we can flip the script. Big third down here. Let's get the stop. 3rd and 2. Ball is likely going to McCaffrey either through the air or on the ground. All eyes on McCaffrey here, but don't forget about their other playmakers. I'd love to have a prime Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. Wouldn't that be something? McCaffrey gets the handoff. He's going to get hit. Let's go. I think he's going to be short. I don't know who got there on the defense. That was great. Chris Barnes, who was elevated, I think, from the practice squad, linebacker. Great play. Great play to stop him short, but it's 4th and 1, and they're going to go for it, of course. They're in Panthers territory. They're aggressive. The analytics say to go for it if it's 4th and 4 or less, apparently. So they're going for it. Probably just going to give it to McCaffrey again. Alright, here we go. 8 for 15 on the year on 4th down for San Francisco. It's half a yard, basically. It's a sneak by Purdy. He easily gets it. Great job getting a 3rd down stop, finally, but doesn't matter, unfortunately. It's like we were not at all expecting a quarterback sneak. I mean, I wasn't really. I thought they'd give it to McCaffrey, but we still should probably have a guy there just in case. It's like there's no one in the middle to try to stuff him. So that is very unfortunate. It's 1st and 10 San Francisco at the 45. Here we go. Purdy takes the snap. He's going to hand off to McCaffrey. He's going to gain about 3 yards. He's still kicking, though. Might have gotten 4 out of that. We'll see. They give him 3. All right, good. 2nd and 7 coming up. We got to get off the field here, or at least hold them to a field goal in this drive, because they're in Panthers territory, so... And again, they got a backup kicker in today, so hopefully he's just not that good. I mean, he's a backup for a reason. Hopefully he's not accurate. 2nd and 7 now. Shotgun formation. McCaffrey out there in the backfield. Probably going to be a short pass to McCaffrey if I had to guess. Purdy. He's got pressure immediately. He evades it. He's going to... Oh my gosh, we just let Brock Purdy run for a 1st down. Bro, we brought the pressure that time. We blitzed him. We missed him. Brock Purdy runs for a 1st down on 2nd and 7. Bro, we had the ball at their 1 yard line with a chance to tie it up, and now we're letting them march downfield again instead. Ball at the 32 now after we let Brock Purdy run for a 1st down. Purdy takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's got time. Pressure coming now. He throws. It's complete in the middle of the field. Jennings is going to gain about 3 or 4 yards there. All right. Good job by the defense to make sure he doesn't gain anything more. We're having a hard time tackling him, though. Like, he got hit and still stayed up. It took another guy to bring him down. All right. Well, we can get off the field here. Got to get some stops, though. They're in field goal range at this point. But if we can hold them to a 3, that'd be great. Help us out a lot. Please. Here we go. 2nd and 6 after that play. Ball at the Panthers 28. Pearsall in motion. Purdy fakes the handoff. He throws. It's batted down. Let's go. Great play by the defense. Derek Brown, or was that Robinson? I don't know. One of the D tackles batted it down. I think Derek Brown. DB having a nice game so far. Need him to keep that up. 3rd and 6 coming up. We can get off the field here. Do not give up the 1st down. Please do not give up the 1st down. It's 3rd and 6 now. We'll see what they draw up. They got all these playmakers. They don't have to do anything fancy. Just probably something simple coming up here. 11 plays, 6.5 minute drive for them so far, by the way. So once again, long, methodical drive. Here we go, 3rd and 6. They call a timeout because the play clock was dwindling down. Timeout San Francisco. They're going to think it over here, come up with a play. Our defense gets a breather here for big 3rd and 6. If we give up a touchdown here, I don't feel good about this game. We get a stop, we have life. Big play here. I like this 3rd. I don't like or dislike it, honestly. I don't know how to feel. Aside from that interception by Horn, we have not had anything go right for our defense so far. We made 1 3rd down stop, and of course they went forward and got it, so... We got to get a 2nd, 3rd down stop here. We got to do it. Non-negotiable. We can't give up the 1st down here. Oh, okay, here we go. Matt Gay is their kicker, by the way. I think he's kind of washed at this point. I didn't know he was their kicker, but that's a veteran in the league. Hopefully he's not that good, but fingers crossed we get the stop here. 3rd and 6 at the Panthers 28. Purdy in the backfield. No one's with them. Looks like it's going to be a short throw, I'm guessing, based on the design. Purdy dropping back to pass. Pressure's coming. He's going to be running up. He throws across the field. It's picked off! Let's go! Picked off in the end zone. Dante Jackson. No, sorry, not Dante Jackson. What am I doing? Mike Jackson. Dante is a former Panther. Mike Jack gets a pick. Let's go. Let's go. That is exactly what we needed. Oh, my goodness. Bro, I legit just said Dante Jackson. Mike Jack looked like him on that play. Let's go. We got 2 picks in the first half. We'll take that, absolutely. Purdy, dude, that was just a bad throw. So, you guys, what we've seen so far is when we get to Purdy, and when he throws across the field, he is not good. He has been terrible when he isn't just dumping off or throwing short. If we can keep him, if we make him keep doing that, then we have a path to victory. We need our offense to show up now. Our defense is bailing us out. What a pick by Jackson. Horn got a pick. Jackson's got a pick. That's what we need. That's what we need. If you told me pregame our defense was going to get 2 interceptions in the first half, I'd feel really good. But our offense has to do something. Offense has to do something. What a game. Gee whiz, man. I can't believe I actually called him Dante Jackson, though. We used to watch Dante play in the secondary. He was good at getting picks, I think. Saw him get interceptions on numerous occasions. I don't know if I've seen Jackson get a pick in a while, though. It's good to see him get in on the action. Mike Jack got a pick. Purdy is the definition of a game manager. Bryce got to show us he isn't just that. Bro, if he could just be a game manager and give us points, that works too. Because if our defense is going to be getting takeaways, like, I don't care how we score. Just score some points. Take a shot here, Dave. I agree. We got the momentum again. Let's take a shot. We got to even the score. Got to tie it up. I mean, look, Purdy is having a terrible day so far. When he's not dumping off to McCaffrey, he's been pretty inaccurate, so... both interceptions were just terrible, right? Completely terrible throws across the field. He was getting pressured. Shout out to our defense getting the pressure on him. He was running up. I thought he was going to keep running to get the first down, but he threw across the field and just right to Mike Jackson. Bro, I was shocked that we got that pick. I was so nervous watching him throw that I thought that surely that's going to be a touchdown. I apologize for my lack of faith. I just assume if the guy's not gonna run for a first down when it looks like he's able to, and he's gonna throw across the field, there's probably something there. But no, he was seeing ghosts. Hopefully Purdy is rattled after the second interception of the game. Hopefully that affects his play the rest of the way. Look, our defense is being opportunistic. We're getting plays. Offense has got to do something. We got the ball at the 20 now. We have got to do something here. If we do not capitalize on the 2 turnovers in the first half, what are we doing? Man. If Purdy keeps us up, they're going to have to put Mac Jones in. Here we go. 1st and 20. Offense out there now. Let's get something going. Bryce, he's going to be throwing here. Rolling out. He is actually going to... Yeah, he throws. It's Ted McMillan for the catch. About 7 yards for going out of bounds immediately. Okay. All right, they're going to show the pick again. Let's see what Brock Purdy was looking at here. Pressure was coming. He runs up. Like, he's got a clear first down if he keeps running, I think. He was looking for Pearsall in the end zone. It was just well underthrown. That was just a terrible throw by Purdy. Like, no arm there. I love Mike Jack getting a pick. That's awesome. On 15-plus yard throws, he's 0 for 2 and 2 interceptions. I'm telling you guys, he's doing terrible throwing deep. We got a handoff to Chuba Hubbard, who's only going to gain about 2 yards, so... That's rough. Chuba just doesn't have that same burst that Rico has. Like, I think Rico gets at least 3, maybe a first down on that run. Like, there was some room there, just no burst. It's tough to see for Chuba. I like Chuba. I root for him, but he's definitely fallen off this year. Hey. Alright, we got 3rd and 2 now. Let's see what we do. Chuba the back out there next to Bryce. It's very interesting that Rico's not out there on this drive so far. Please don't go 3-and-out offense. Please, it's 3rd and 2. You got to pick this up. Here we go. Bryce takes a snap. They're bringing pressure. He's got time, though. He throws. It's going to be... Oh, my gosh. McMillan dropped it. That was the easiest first down he's ever going to have. He dropped it. It's right in his hands. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. So we turn a second interception into a 3 and out. The concern coming into the game was our defense, but so far it's the offense that is completely failing. I can't believe this. So we punt, and it's a pretty good punt, all things considered. Bounces into their 20, keeps going. It's going to go down around the 17, so good punt at least. Special teams playing well. Defense is opportunistic. The offense can't do a single thing. Oh, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating, because everything else is working out for us, but the offense is... We got 2 3 and outs, and then an interception at the 1 yard line. That's our offense today, so... Gosh, that hurts. Yeah, the missed chances, man. The missed chances are killing us. We come into this with so much hope, and the offense is really doing their best to take that hope away. We've got 2 interceptions in the first half, and 0 points. How? It's terrible. At least Bryce got the ball there. Yeah, no, that drive is not on Bryce. We gotta say, it's not on Bryce. T-Mac just dropped it. Didn't throw a pick, yeah. Alright, defense, you're gonna have to step up once again. Man, this offense has to come alive at some point. That's unacceptable. I just know we're getting clowned on the line right now. Like, we gotta be getting clowned. I'm sure the Niners are too, based on how Purdy's playing. Like, neither quarterback has any right to be happy with their performance so far, I gotta say. Whichever offense gets consistent from here is probably gonna win the game. Well, at least this is a better game than we saw last night, right? Yeah. That's what we're going with. Yeah, this is a tough game so far, I can't lie. It's a tough game, but we're still in it. It's a 1-score game, so look, it's fine. It's fine right now. We just got to keep getting plays on defense to keep us in it, and our offense has to wake up. The game is far from over. A lot of ball left to be played, but yeah, it's pretty frustrating for the offense so far. Man, I'm shocked that T-Mac dropped that. I know he's had some drop issues this year. Overall, it's not been a big deal, but still shocked that he dropped it. It's right in his hands. Cannot drop that. Alright, game's returning here. Let's see what we do. Ball up there, 17. 1st and 10, San Francisco. Probably a handoff to McCaffrey. And it is a pitch to McCaffrey. I guess I'm wrong. McCaffrey. Oh, fumble! He fumbled it! Get the ball! We got it! No, we didn't get it. How did you not get that? I do not know how we didn't get that ball. San Francisco came up with it, and it's a 1st down. Great punch shot by Princely Umanmielen, I believe. How did we not get that ball? Well, the luckiest 1st down San Francisco is going to get in this game. They got the ball at the 33-yard line now. 16-yard gain on a fumble. Unbelievable, guys. It's a handoff to McCaffrey. He's going to gain about 2 yards. I cannot believe that, guys. This game is wacky. That fumble would have been crucial. Like, Morrig had it. I don't know how he didn't come up with it. That's tough. That's just tough. Absolutely brutal. 2nd and 8 now. We're down to 6.5 minutes in the second quarter, by the way, so this is going by ridiculously fast. The game might be over by 9. They've ran 30 plays to our 10. That's absurd. 2nd and 8. Come on, guys. Come up big, defense. You've been balling out so far overall. Opportunistic. Purdy looking to throw. He is going across the field. It's picked off! J.C. Horn with the interception. Holy crap! What is going on? Oh my goodness. 4 possessions in a row with an interception. J.C. Horn with the 2nd of the day. What is happening? Brock Purdy cannot throw across the field. That is the 3rd time he's done it and the 3rd time he's picked off. Okay, if we do not score this time, I don't know what to tell you. Holy crap. J.C. Horn, 2 picks in 1 game. We love to see it. We better capitalize here. Bro, Purdy, what was that? Just didn't see J.C. Horn. What is this game? We got, what, 4 total interceptions in this game in the first half? I know the rest of the country has to be losing their mind watching this. I'm so sorry, everyone watching. Look, I don't know what's happening. 3 interceptions for Purdy in the first half is insane. J.C. Horn got 2 of them. I love it. I love it. Offense, please do something. Ball at the 49ers 33-yard line. Take a shot. Throw it deep here. I don't care. Bryce looking to throw. Good protection. He dumps off to, I think that's Jimmy Horn, who's going to use the speed. He's going to get a 1st down. There we go. I like that. Use Jimmy Horn. Okay. Guys, this game is an absolute roller coaster. What are we doing here? Jeez. San Francisco, trying to be Eagles. Yeah, no kidding. Trying to blow it here. If we don't score this time, our defense might not come back out for the second half. I wouldn't even blame them. You get 3 interceptions in the first half. With how often you've been on the field, too, like, they've hardly had a break. Outstanding effort by the defense so far. Bryce, come on. Come through for us, man. Ball at the 22. 1st and 10. Bryce is going to hand off to Rico. He's got a little bit of room. Oh, he takes it up for about a 9-yard gain, actually. Good run by Rico. 2nd and short coming up. All right, we gotta tie it up here. Man. Hang on. Give me a second. They're talking about Tet. McMillan changed his gloves. Interesting. Apparently he had an issue with the old gloves, and that might be why he dropped the pass. I don't know. 2nd and 3. That is 2 yards. I'm looking at it on the broadcast. That's 2 yards. But okay. It's 2nd and 2. I don't care what they say. It's another handoff to Rico, who's going to get the 1st down. He's going to take it to about the 10-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. It might be right outside the 10, so it won't technically be 1st and goal. Ted McMillan going back onto the field. All right. We've got to score. We got to score. Ted going out there with the white gloves. We'll see if that makes a difference. You know what? It's 1st and goal. Throw it up to him. Let's see what he can do with the new gloves. Ball at the 10-yard line here, guys. Rico in motion. Bryce is going to be a fake the pitch to Rico. Rolling out to his right. Bryce looking to throw. He's going to have to run. And it's going to be a run for no gain. No one is open and no space to run. We're doing a lot of play action here, and we're not having a lot of success with it. I like that we are taking our time with this drive, though, because our defense has been playing non-stop, it feels like. So I can appreciate that. Man. 2nd and goal from the 10 coming up. We got to get the touchdown. A field goal is great and all, but we're not going to win with a field goal. Bryce, high snap. He's going to throw. It's going to be caught to Coker, who's going to gain about 6 yards. We got 3rd and goal from the 4 coming up. Just an immediate throw to his left to Coker. Takes it 6 yards up. All right. We'll snap the ball at about 3 minutes and I'm guessing close to 10 seconds remaining. 3:10 remaining. Trying to use as much time as we can here. Let our defense rest. I like it. Honestly, if we don't convert on 3rd and goal, I say we go for it probably, unless we lose yards. We got to score a touchdown here. Here we go. XL's going to have a one-on-one matchup at the top of the screen, it looks like. Or I guess the bottom. Bottom of the screen is what it'll look like. Okay. Bryce takes a snap. Pressure coming. He throws short to Chuba. He's not going to have any room to work with. He loses a few yards. We're taking the 3 points here. What a bad play. Why? Why can't we do anything on offense? Like, they brought the pressure. I know you got to get rid of it, but no one is there for Chuba. Like, no one can block for him. He has nowhere to go. Like, it's not Chuba's fault. There's nothing he could do. McCaffrey would have lost 3 yards in that play as well. Fitzgerald should have an easy kick here. 25 yards. Kick is up, and it's good. We're on the board. No shutout today. We have 3 interceptions and 3 points to show for it. Okay. Look, the Niners defense is playing well, as they tend to, despite all the injuries. I think it's our play calling and the offense just not doing well today. Credit the defense, but our offense is not playing. That was bad. We'll take the points, though. If the score at halftime is 7-3, we should be happy, because we get the ball to start the second half, and we have momentum. Purdy obviously cannot throw more than 15 yards in this game, so we need to make him keep throwing. If we shut down the run and we take away the short throws, if we force him to throw deep, then we're in a good spot here. Unless he suddenly connects, but so far he's showing that he can't do it. I'd be mad at our offense, but we don't seem to have one to be mad at. That sums up Carolina today, which is unbelievable. Bryce is not beating the Atlanta Falcons' allegations. You know, he only plays well against the Falcons. I want so badly to believe in Bryce. I want to be able to trust him. And my take on it last week was, I know he had a great day. The best day in Panthers history, it seems. The most passing yards for a Panthers quarterback, at least. But I still need to see more. I need to take it week to week to make sure this isn't a one-time thing. He's got to show up again. And so far today, it's just not there. It's not there. Maybe he shows up and balls out in the second half. I don't know. But this is the Bryce Young and the offense we've seen before the Atlanta game. It seems like we're back to that. And I would hate for the Atlanta game to be the one-off, you know. I'd love to recapture that. Because if that offense shows up, we're a playoff team. Our defense is playing fantastic. Very opportunistic getting the interceptions. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that the defense is just making great plays. Because it's also Brock Purdy playing terrible. Like, you got to give a lot of credit to Brock Purdy for making those abysmal throws. Just, if we're being completely fair here. Like, shout out the defense for what they've done here. They're keeping us in this game. But also, shout out Brock Purdy for those terrible throws. Bryce Young's having a bad day, but he's the best quarterback on the field tonight, which is amazing. It's like, honestly amazing. So, look, if we converted on both of our, first and goal trips, we'd have 14 points, which is so sad. So sad. We could easily be up 14-7 here. But we threw a pick at the 1-yard line and then did nothing on first and goal there on that last drive. So that's tough. Absolutely tough. Like, we could easily be winning this game right now. Instead, somehow we're losing despite, numerous chances to score. And then 3 interceptions. It is what it is. I'm just glad we're still in it because the offense isn't playing yet. We got a kickoff here. They're going to field it at the 3. They're going to run it up past the 15, the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Sky Moore gets a great return there. They got 2:21 to work with. They're going to have to move faster than they have all day to score. As long as we don't give up a touchdown, it's okay. Do not give up a touchdown. Good grief, you guys. This game is just ridiculous. We'll see if Brock Purdy is out there again. I assume he's going to be. But at some point, you wonder if they're going to put Mac Jones out there with all these interceptions. I don't know. Alright, they got Brock out there. Brock is going to throw short to Pearsall, who's going to get dropped for half a yard loss. There we go. Let's hold it to 3 here. Let's hold it to 0, man. 3 maximum, 0 ideal. And we'll see if they get another play before the 2-minute warning. I don't think they will. Yeah, we're going to take it to the 2-minute warning. Yep. Alright. There we go. 2nd and 10 coming up after the 2-minute warning. Purdy's shaking right now. He absolutely is. How do you not be shaken after 3 first-half interceptions on the only plays where you've thrown more than 15 yards? That's got to shake you up. Got to shake you up, man. Let's just take the offense out of the equation and get a pick 6. Honestly, let it be. It would be really funny, I'm not going to lie. It'd be really funny if we got another one in the first half. No, if Purdy can't get their offense going, I do think they probably should switch to Mac Jones, but I don't know. Purdy just looks bad tonight. Just no other way of putting it. He looks bad. I don't think this 49ers team is capable of doing much in the playoffs. I think they can make the playoffs, but I still maintain my stance. They're not going to do a thing if they get there. Massive respect if they do with all the injuries they're dealing with, but just they're not. I don't think they're consistent enough on offense, and their defense is. I know they're playing well tonight. I think it's mostly our offense making them look good, but overall they're very shaky. So J.C. Horn with 2 interceptions. I wonder. I gotta look this up. What is the Panthers' single game record? Could we look at history tonight? Panthers single game interception record. I'm sure it's probably 2 or 3. The record is 3 by Deion Grant back in 2002. The record's older than I am. Let's get JC a 3rd interception. That would be nice. I'd love that. It's probably not realistic that he gets 3 in one game, but we probably weren't expecting 3 at all to begin with, so. I mean, look, again, if you told me pregame we'd get 3 interceptions, I'd think, yeah, we got the win in the bag. No way. And yeah, we're trailing. So, crazy. JC Horn, fine, I'll do it myself. We're absolutely making that meme if we win this game because of him. Look at it this way. Purdy just came off a 3-touchdown perfect game with no Pearsall and CMC. And with most of his weapons now, he struggles. D is playing their hearts out. I agree. I think the defense is exhausted, and I think the Niners have marched up the field on them. Like, take away the interceptions, they probably scored twice. Like, 2 of those interceptions were in Panthers territory, I'm pretty sure. No, just one of them. So, I don't know. I really don't. We can play the if game all day long, because we can also take away Bryce Young's interception and give us 7 points, so. Yeah, the offensive miscues are killing us right now. Like, we should be winning this game, but the offense has not helped us out, unfortunately. You meant CMC was there? I got you. Yeah. They got all their weapons in this game, unless you count Brandon Ayuk. Purdy thrown across the field is a wide open George Kittle. They got the ball at the Panthers 28 now. 25-yard gain. Just wide open George Kittle. Looked like we were playing zone defense and he just found a soft spot and no one was there. That sucks. Purdy finally throws across the field, so I don't think he's so shaky anymore. Not after that. Please, defense, keep him out of the end zone. Please. Got a minute and 25 remaining, counting down. Ball at 29. Purdy takes a snap. Pressure coming. He throws across the field. It's overthrown. Thank goodness. Whew. Man, that could have been picked off, too. It was closer than he'd like, but not close enough for us to get it. He was looking for Kittle there, just overthrown. Could have easily been picked, could have easily been a touchdown at the same time. Man, 22, yeah, 22 almost had it, just didn't get high enough for it. I think Kittle actually had a hand on it that probably helped prevent that from being picked. Alright, 2nd and 10. Clock stopped at 1:16. They got 2 timeouts. Hold them to 3 here, guys. Hold them to 3. Or a turnover. That'd be great. Purdy dropping back to pass. He's got all day. He throws. It's Kittle. Dropped it. Kittle dropped it. Let's go. It was a short throw to Kittle. Wouldn't have gone anywhere anyway, but he drops it. 3rd and 10 coming up. Clock is stopped at 1:09. We have all 3 timeouts, so if we get it back on the field, we have a chance to do something. 3rd and 10, though. This is a big play, guys. We've got to get the stop here. If we give up a 1st down and more. Big stop here. Please. 3rd and 10 at the 29. We've allowed the 2nd most points in the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Of course we have. We're used to that. Let's try to reverse that here. Purdy takes a snap. Bringing some pressure. He throws deep. It's going to be almost picked off again. Almost picked off by Mike Jack, but it's going to be incomplete. 4th and 10. After giving up a 25-yard gain to Kittle, we go 3 straight stops, and they're going to be kicking. It's going to be about 46, 47-yard field goal here for Matt Gay. All right, here we go, guys. If we can get a stop here, that'd be great. Not a stop, sorry. Make him miss. Mike Jack almost got a pick there. That'd be crazy if we had 2 separate guys get 2 interceptions each. Matt Gay waived by the Commanders last week, which is pretty telling. He's not been very good, but it's 47 yards. Kick is up. It is. It's good. It's good. San Francisco makes it a 7-point lead again. 10-3 is the score. I said earlier, if we're only down 7 at halftime, we're okay with it. Based on how our offense has looked, we're okay with that because we've not done a thing on offense all day. If we're only down 7 at halftime and we come out swinging in the second half, we're in the game. Could be a big if, I don't know. Our defense is playing well tonight, guys. If we lose, so far it can't be on the defense. So you get 3 interceptions and you get the stop there. You only give up 10 first half points to this offense. We'll take it. Our offense has got to do something, man. It's got to do something. Yeah, pretty lucky he didn't get a 4th interception on that drive. He had a couple of plays where he could have been picked. Big return here? Yeah, I hope so. I hope that we're aggressive at least, too. Like, we got a whole minute to work with in all 3 timeouts. We've got to try to do something. Worst case scenario, of course, is a 3 and out and they get the ball back and they score again. But, look, I believe in the offense here. We got to get going here. Big drive. It could be pivotal. We get 7 here. We're feeling great. Oh, man. I'm sure no one is happy with this game so far. Like, no one can be happy watching this. It's better than last night's game, at least. We can pat ourselves in the back for that. It's better than last night's game. Thursday game. The Thursday game was good. This isn't going to be better than the Thursday game so far. We should be winning this game, though. Like, we should have at least 14 points, yeah. Like, we got first and goal twice on separate drives. Punch it in both times. We got 14 points. Oh, gosh. Brock Purdy has 3 interceptions and has a higher passer rating than Bryce Young. How? That's actually insane. I don't know how that works, but that tells you how Bryce has played so far, unfortunately. It's been tough. Bryce is 5 for 7, 22 yards, and an interception. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Purdy is 12 for 20, 86 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. His passer rating is 47. Bryce's passer rating is 35. I don't know how that works. I don't know how you throw 3 picks and have a higher rating, but that's what it says. That's kind of insane. All right, guys. Returning to the game here. It's a big drive for us. Got to do something. At the very least, don't give up more points. I would like to get aggressive here. Bryce does not need to only have 22 passing yards. That is ridiculous. We're going to return this one. We feel... Never mind. Yeah, we are. He faked me out for a bit. ETN makes it to the 20. Going to go to the 25, 26-yard line. Decent enough return, I suppose. It looked like he was going to kneel it down for a second. No, at first it was like I thought he had to return it, but then he couldn't kneel it down. He thought about it and then ran out. I wish he hadn't hesitated. He probably gets more yards if he just runs. Oh, okay. This game made me laugh more than any stand-up comedy and SNL ever did, and I don't laugh on these things. It's been a ridiculous game. That's for sure. It's just something people can talk about. True. Yeah, that's true. First and 10 at the 25. Okay, I thought he made it to the 26, but okay. Bryce empty backfield. We're throwing here. He's going to throw short. It's caught by Tavian Sanders, who's going to get his usual 6 yards. The dude can't do a thing after the catch, unfortunately. 6-yard gain. Clock is dwindling down. I think we're playing for 3. There's not much urgency here. We're down to 38 seconds and counting. We got 3 timeouts. Come on, guys. Hurry up. 2nd and 4. Bryce. He's got time. He's going to throw across the field. It's going to hit the ground before making it to XL. We're going 3 and out, aren't we? This has been hard to watch for the offense, man. 3rd and 4. 28 seconds, all 3 timeouts. Do not play it safe here, Dave. Please, if we get a first down and we call timeout, we can at least get a field goal out of this. We've got to end well here. Ball to 31. 3rd and 4 here. Bryce with Rico in the backfield. Dropping back to pass. Pressure coming. He throws. It's going to be wobbly. Very inaccurate. I don't know what happened there. I think he was looking for Tet, who just did not. He was not in the area Bryce threw to. 3 and out. Of course. We get the ball to start the second half. We're only going to be down 7 unless we do something tragic here. Sky Moore looking to return this one. They called intentional grounding. Oh my gosh. I mean, McMillan was close enough to the ball. Like, I know it's obvious who Bryce was throwing to. Let me see the replay. He was thrown to McMillan. McMillan's in the area, at least. He just ran the wrong route. Or Bryce didn't know the route he was running. I don't know. Well, that backs us up and increases San Francisco's chances of getting 3. That's crap, man. How do you call grounding? Like, it obviously wasn't intentional grounding. He was looking for McMillan. That is absolute crap. Absolute crap. I don't like that at all. If it's in the rule book, I think that's a crappy rule. I don't know how that's intentional grounding, but okay. Martin with the punt here. From the 21-yard line, it's going to make it to the 35, and fair caught. 17 seconds. San Francisco has time to try to get in the field goal range. 2 timeouts to work with. Great. Great. I'm looking at that intentional grounding here. Bro, the ball was tipped. The ball was tipped on that throw. You can't call intentional grounding. Right? Isn't that in the rulebook? Am I crazy? I might be wrong. I thought that if it's tipped, it's not grounding. I think that's a ridiculous call anyway. Like, he's obviously looking for McMillan. Whatever. Purdy dropping back to pass. Princely coming after him. But he avoids it. He throws to McCaffrey. He's got some... Oh, sorry, that's Kittle. And he's going to gain about 10. Go down inbounds. 8 seconds to go. Timeout called. Alright, they might have one play to try to get in the field goal range. They're at least going to get a Hail Mary attempt, you would think. They're probably going to throw fast. With 8 seconds left, they can throw. They got 7 seconds to kill before calling a timeout. Good job by Princely getting after him, making him move, and making him drag out the play. So that's good. It killed half the time. The refs just wanted some screen time? Probably. I might just be wrong, and maybe the rulebook says, even though obviously he was throwing for McMillan, because McMillan ran the wrong route and he threw into an empty area, even though McMillan's like 10 yards away, it's in grounding. Again, I'm pretty sure if the ball's tipped, you can't call grounding. I might be wrong. If it's tipped by the defense, no, you aren't supposed to be able to get intentional grounding. There you go. It was tipped by the defense, according to the replay. The announcers agreed. Purdy looking to throw on 2nd and 1. They put a second back on, so he's rolling out. Killing time. He throws. It's going to be caught by Kittle at the 42. No, they called incomplete. Great. 3 seconds left. It's Hail Mary time. Please throw an interception on the Hail Mary. Make it 4 1/2. Oh, yeah. Kittle's definitely not in. Yeah. I thought he had a toe tap, but his toes were both out of bounds by the time the ball got to him. I'm guessing they go Hail Mary here. Can Purdy chuck it 60 yards? I would think so. I don't actually know how strong the guy's arm is, to be honest. Canales is calling a timeout. Wants to make sure we don't give up a crazy big play, I guess. That's fair. Can't keep those timeouts into the next half, despite what Matt Eberflus might think. Army punt time, let's go. Let's get 4 interceptions in 1/2 and be losing. That would be the most Panthers thing ever. Is this really Christian McCaffrey first time playing against Panthers since he left in 2022? I think it is, because the last time we played the Niners was in 2022, and I think that was pre-trade. I might be wrong on that. I don't remember there being a McCaffrey revenge game, though. Autocorrect is on one tonight. Yeah. Autocorrect is doing more than the offense. Can we unlock second half Bryce, please? Yeah, please. Look, if the game is close with 2 minutes to go, then he turns into Tom Brady, so... JC, let's get your 3rd pick here, because that would tie the franchise record, which would be so funny. Looks like they're going to go for a Hail Mary attempt here. The ball is at the 45, so he can probably get there. No, we're going to go short throw to McCaffrey, and he's going to make some moves, goes down at the 37. So I don't know what the point of running that play was, just hoping we miss all the tackles. Good job getting McCaffrey more stats, I guess, but Alright, it's 10-3 at halftime. I don't know what this game is, just... Yeah. Again, I think I said in the first quarter, if we're only down at 7 at halftime and get the ball to start the second half, it's okay. It's not over yet. But if our offense doesn't do anything, then what are you going to do? Like this, it's not like we're playing an elite defense here, and respect, again, to San Francisco for fighting so hard with all the injuries, but, dude, come on. We got to do better on offense here. This is absurd. It's unacceptable to have this performance here against mostly a backup defense, no matter how well they are playing. This is unacceptable. We have got to do better in the second half. You can blame the play calling, you can blame Bryce for just not playing well, you can blame T-Mac for having some plays that were just not good. He had a bad drop, and then he ran the wrong route, I assume, on that last drive, so... But look, I know it's not all about stats, but let me pull up the stats here. Bryce Young, 6 out of 10, 28 yards. 28 yards in the first half. No touchdowns, 1 interception. He did well to not take any sacks, at least. 25 is his rating. That's worse than Purdy, who threw 3 picks. Dowdle's got 4 carries for 19. Bryce has 3 runs for 13. Chuba's got 2 for 12. Jimmy Horn is our leading receiver. 1 catch for 11 yards. Nobody has more than 1 catch in this game. T-Mac hasn't done much. Coker hasn't done much. XL has done nothing. 1 target, no catches. It was underthrown to him, though. Not his fault. Purdy has thrown the ball 23 times, which I think is crazy. McCaffrey's carried it 12 times. Alright, sounds good, Midnight. Sounds good. Appreciate you. Primetime D, trash time offense. That sums it up. Defense is doing well. Defense is doing all they can to keep us in this game, and our offense refuses to play. It sucks. If we come alive in the second half and our defense keeps it up, we're good. We are good. We are in this game. We get the ball to start the second half. We need to see something on offense. Like, we've had chances. Despite the stats, we have had chances. We had the ball at the 1-yard line and threw a pick. We had the ball first and goal on another drive and did nothing. So, it's pretty bad. This is unacceptable by the offense when the defense is having this game. Come on, Carolina. Kansas did it. Detroit did it. Chicago did it. Dallas did it. You can do it too. Come on, give us a tie. We'll take a tie, honestly. A tie would still give us the lead in our division, which would be amazing. So, yeah. McCaffrey's got 5 catches for 40 yards. Kittle's got 3 for 45, so they're having the games we expected them to have against this defense. That's no surprise. The only surprise from their offense is Purdy being unable to throw more than 15 yards. He's like 1 of 5 for 3 picks, 25 yards. Yep. Our defense is balling out, man. If our offense can figure it out, then it's a different story in the second half. But if they don't show up, the game is toast. We're cooked. We're done. I'm proud of J.C. Horn, though, and Mike Jack. They got their interceptions. J.C. having 2 in 1 half is awesome. I love it. 3 picks and 3 points for Carolina is crazy. Yep. Could use a touchdown. Quarterbacks to throw 3+ interceptions in the first half of a home game since 2023. Brock Purdy versus us tonight. Brock Purdy versus the Ravens of 2023. Both on a Monday in primetime. So what, Purdy is just cursed on Monday night games? Is that what it is? I vaguely remember that Ravens-Niners game in 23 on Monday night because we thought that could be a Super Bowl preview, and then I think the Niners just got blown out, didn't they? Maybe they are cursed on Monday night. We trailed 10-3 at the half despite picking off Purdy 3 times. Crazy. I'm just reading stuff on Twitter now. See what people are saying. People seem to be impressed by Horn, at least. Of course. A lot of it is also, you know, Purdy being bad. Man, J.C. Horn's so good. We're fortunate to have him. We're fortunate to have Derek Brown. Our offense is fortunate to have both of those guys because they are definitely helping us here. J.C. Horn is the first Panthers player with multiple 2+ interception games in the same season in franchise history. That's right, he got 2 against the Jets earlier this year, and he's got 2 tonight. That's pretty cool. Good for him. Oh, man. We just got to come out strong in the second half, you guys. It's possible. This is really sad so far, and I hate that our offense is doing this on primetime. Like, this is the worst case scenario for our offense, honestly. We can get it together. We can. We are capable. It's not a matter of ability, it's a matter of will. I don't know what to expect in the second half. I don't. This game has defied expectations so far. I thought it'd be a shootout. So far, it's just Turnover, turnover, turnover. Neither quarterback wants to play well. So I don't really know where that has us going in this game. I hope that our offense comes alive and their offense sees the field a lot less in the second half. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. It's just been a tough game for the offense. And I know we can blame the play calling here, because the play calling has been soft a lot of this game. Very soft play calling, but Bryce Young has just not made good decisions a lot of the time. Ted McMillan has cost us a couple of plays, unfortunately. Not running the correct route where he would have been open on that third down attempt at the end of the first half. Dropping a third down conversion earlier in the game. He's had a couple of off plays, unfortunately. Yeah, we've just not executed on offense. The play calling's been soft, and even when the play calling has been good, the execution is not there. It doesn't matter how good the play calling is if you cannot execute. So, that's the big thing so far. We are not executing like we need to. If that changes, we're in it. We'll see. Appreciate the love, Steve. Yeah, he's rooting hard for anything that helps Dallas. We appreciate anyone rooting for us, though. I think most of the country, if I had to guess, and I don't know this for a fact, it's just a guess, probably most of the country is rooting for us in this game. Don't know. But, hey, how's Carolina looking? We have 3 interceptions and trail by 7 at halftime. So, yeah, the offense has been abysmal. Play calling has been soft at times, and even when it's good, there's no execution. So, the offense is killing us, and defense, though, 3 interceptions. JC's got 2, Mike Jack has 1. Purdy looks terrible, and yet they have the lead, so our defense looks great, our offense looks like the worst in the league. I'm sorry, guys. This game so far is why last week I said, despite the historic performance for Bryce, don't go all in yet. Take it week to week. See how he looks moving forward. Because so far, it's not good. And also, sorry, I forgot to answer. We get the ball to start the half, so if we wake up our offense in the second half, we're in it. If the offense never gets going, the game is lost. Grossi Ray, joking, it's just me. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. What's Grossi think of the game so far? Is he in misery watching us play? No. Bryce only has 1 pick from the 1-yard line because he didn't learn that he needs to, or Dave Canales didn't learn to run a handoff on not first and goal, just from the 1. Purdy has 3 picks. Bryce only has 1. All of the picks haven't been special plays by the defense. It's just been the quarterbacks being terrible. So, but not to discredit the defense. Like, the guys made the plays, they got the ball, but the quarterback play has just been so bad in this game. It's comically bad. It's hard to watch as a Panthers fan because our offense is just it hurts, but it's also really funny and kind of entertaining. Seems like a sicko game. Yeah, definitely is. This game is just wacky. I don't know what to expect in the second half. San Francisco's had the ball for like 20 minutes, it feels like. Let me check the time of possession, actually. They've had it for most of the game. They started with a 9-minute drive, I'm pretty sure. 8 minutes, 43-second drive to start the game. Let me see time of possession. How bad is it? 19 minutes for San Fran and 10:53 for us. No penalties for San Francisco. Darn. Let's change that. They're not doing anything special. They just haven't shot themselves in the foot as much as we have, which is crazy when they have 3 picks. It's crazy. Wow, what is this game? Absolutely most of the country rooting for Carolina, even if you ignore the playoff picture. Half of the NFC hates the Niners. Yeah, that sounds about right. Carolina doesn't really have many haters. I mean, why would we, right? Or what have we done to deserve any hate? Aside from getting loud and delusional when we win games, I guess. But even then. Now, I've seen a lot of fans of other teams go, wait, I didn't know the Panthers had this many fans. Yeah, we do. We just suffered for 7 years. I didn't hear. I was there just as he threw up the first link and didn't hear much of anything he said. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll definitely be interested to go back later and see what he said about the game, because I'll be interested to see what anyone has to say about this game, because my perspective as a Panthers fan probably is different from the average perspective. Some people probably think it's funny with all the picks. Some people are probably super bored because there's no offense. And when there is offense, it's San Francisco being boring and methodical, marching down the field. Which, again, not hating on it, it's just boring. It works, but it's boring. So, it's been hard to watch. Did you originally find this channel from the Grossi raid, or am I misremembering? No, Midnight was here before Grossi, actually. It's pretty cool. Rated 2 small Panthers fans that I haven't heard of before, so them a sub. Nice! I'll definitely go and check that out after this stream. Go see who we rated, find some new channels, see if they're any good. Be cool. Yeah, it definitely seems like there aren't many Panthers fans who do this, unfortunately. We got 2.5 minutes until the second half starts, by the way. Just hope and pray that our offense comes out swinging. I don't know what it's going to take. More aggressive play calling. Lean on the run more. Just execution in general, because we haven't executed a lot. I don't know. Yeah, you were here, like, right before the season, I think. I don't know which part in the preseason it was. Did I do a Panthers preseason game? Gosh, I hope not. Yeah, that would have been misery. I don't know which time you first showed up, but it was before the season. Yeah, it doesn't help that the Meow Mix podcast did a whole publicity stunt. Yeah, that thing was ridiculous. Like, most Panthers fans had never even heard of them before that. They had 1,400 followers, I think. Are they streaming or whatever this game? If so, I just blame them. I have no idea. It would explain everything, though. It definitely would. We're cursed when they're watching. You know, the last time we lost, it was New Orleans, and they were in the stadium the day before for a soccer game, so some members in the fan base just blame the loss on that. So, they cursed us. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't think Meow Mix has actually gained much from that publicity stunt. Like, everyone knows who they are now, but I don't think they actually gained many followers from it. I think most people agree, like, it's kind of lame to quit. I understood the reason. Like, you're in misery and you need more time for your family, but there were better ways to handle that, honestly. And at the time, too, we looked like it was a dumpster fire year for us. It looked like we were going to be terrible. Like, at that point in time, when the Meow Mix thing started, I was scouting quarterbacks. Like, I was watching Indiana footage looking at Fernando Mendoza going, yeah, I want this guy to be our quarterback. He's going 1 overall, I bet, but we weren't getting him. I don't remember when exactly, just it was before the season started. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. I wonder what it would have been, though. Like, I'm kind of curious, because I don't think I did much exclusively about the Panthers before the season started, so it would have been something not related to the Panthers. I probably would have been wearing my Panthers merch, though, so weren't you wanting Lenore Sellers? How's he look this year? Yeah, he has not progressed as a passer like I hoped. I'm inclined to blame the lack of talent around him, but he's just not taking that extra step, and it's sounding more and more likely he's going to be returning to college for another season, so I think he's still got all the potential in the world, but hard to believe in him after the season he's had, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a terrible name for a football podcast. I agree. I heard of that the first time they were mentioned. It was like, I questioned the decision there. And that's coming from a guy who runs the channel called Football for Fun. Like, we didn't put a lot of effort into our name, but at least we're not Meow Mix. We got a good return here to the... Oh my gosh, we fumbled it. Thank goodness we recovered, though. Gee whiz. Great start on the return. ETN fumbles, but somehow gets on top of it, so... Gosh. I would have lost my mind if he lost that ball. We're going to have first and 10 at the 26. The fumble cost us about 3 yards, but we'll take it. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see what the offense can do. Just anything, guys. Get going here. Let's get going. This drive means a lot here. Rico Dowdle in the backfield. Bryce under center to take the snap. Here we go. At the 27-yard line. Coker in motion. It's going to be a pitch to Rico. He's going to have a couple of blocks, makes a couple moves, spins, and he's going to gain the first down. He's still going. Down to the 45-yard line is Rico Dowdle. Let's go. That's what we need. Great start. Let's establish that run. We had a lot of plays in the first half where we faked that exact pitch and then did play action and got nowhere. It's nice to see us actually pitch. Great blocking there. And nice moves by Rico. Had a couple of nice spin moves to avoid going down. Kept going up. Made it to the 45. Great start. Excuse me. I searched for Panthers channels when I found y'all. I don't think it was for a game, though. Yeah, I don't think it was. It might have been... it might have been another primetime game. Or maybe it was another preseason game. I really don't know. It is funny, though. He didn't come from Grossi... And it wasn't from a Panthers game, I'm pretty sure. And I only did one Panthers video in the offseason, I think. It was why the Panthers will be good this year. Why we'll be better. So far, that's not aging terribly. We are on track to win about as many games as I said. It might have actually been for week 1. It might have been. It's quite possible. I wonder what did we do in week 1? I don't know if we did the Sunday game that week. No, we didn't do the Sunday game. We couldn't. Daniel was unavailable. That was the best Sunday game, too. If only. If only. Oh, we might have done... We did the season opener. We did the season opener, for Dallas and Philadelphia. I forgot about that. I'm pretty sure we did the season opener. I vaguely recall, sitting through the delays, and Daniel was unsure if we were going to finish that stream or not. We'll see when they actually return. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did that. So it might have been that one, quite possibly. Yeah, we did the kickoff game. All 4 hours of it. Jeez. So it could have been that one. Yeah, I don't think it would have been before that. There was that Brett Coleman video I shared in the Discord server titled "The 4 Teams That Are Better Than You Think," referring to the Panthers, Patriots, Seahawks, and Raiders. 3 of those aged well and 1 did not. No kidding. No kidding. I'm not going to shame anyone who thought the Raiders would be good, though. All offseason, I didn't ever have them being a playoff team or anything, but my turn for them was lots of fun, but lots of losses. I think I ended up having them go 7-10, though. I thought they'd be feisty, but no, they just kind of roll over and play dead. Chandler Zavala, our backup right guard who's starting for us today, is in the medical tent, so that is a terrible sign. Third string right guard in now, I don't know who. Ah, jeez. 1st and 10 at the 44. Here we go. Bryce is going to be faking the handoff to Rico. Stumbles a little bit. He keeps going, rolling out. He's going to run. He's going to gain about 6 yards, but there's a flag on the field. Can we get a call against San Francisco now, please? It's probably holding. Yep, it's holding on the offense. Well, 1st and 10 coming up. Seriously, though, I'm sure they're playing a clean game. I'm sure nothing they've done should be penalized. Can we get a call, though? They've had no penalties yet. We've only had 2, at least, so... The refs aren't calling a whole lot, at least, but it would be nice to see them commit a penalty at some point. That'd be great. Here we go. I don't know if you've heard of Big Cat and their Panthers channel a few years back. The Put Your Paws Up guy? I have no idea, honestly. Panthers Uncensored. That's an interesting name. I don't think I've heard of them, no. Raiders are just like Titans. If you want a free win, go to them. Yeah. Dowdle's going to gain a yard on 1st and 20. We got to get aggressive here. 2nd and 19. We have got to throw the ball. That holding penalty is going to kill us. Yeah, it'd be nice to play the Raiders or the Titans. Unfortunately, we did not have either team on the schedule this year. Conservative play calling incoming. I swear, if we have a running back draw play on 2nd or 3rd and long again, or a dump off here, unless it's set up well, I'm not going to like it. Hey, Shador played pretty solidly, to be fair. Bryce, he's got time. He's going to dump off to the running back who's got some room. It's going to be 3rd and manageable now. It's still 3rd and long, but on 2nd and 18, we'll take that 8 to 9 yard gain by Rico. See, I don't like the idea of a dump off, but if you've got open space in front of you, yes, you can do that. When we did it earlier in the game, there was no space. On that play, he had room. He got a good gain. It's 3rd and 7. He gained more than I thought. That's an 11 yard gain for Rico. All right. 3rd and 7. We've got to do something here. This is our chance to keep it going. 1 for 5 on 3rd downs, average of 5 yards to go. That's bad. The Browns D got 10 sacks. Myles Garrett is going to break the sack record this year. I think he's 5 away already. Bryce, pressure coming. He throws. It's going to be incomplete. T-Mac couldn't bring it in. 4th and 7. We're going to be punting. They brought the pressure. Bryce got rid of it fast, and McMillan was in tight coverage. I don't know how he's supposed to make that catch, honestly. That's a hard catch to make. I'm not going to hate on him too much, but it's still, like, he had a hand. The defender's hand was in between T-Mac's arms, so. All right, Martin's out there to punt on 4th and 7. He gets the punt off clean. Let's see if we can give him bad field position. It's going to bounce. Lands. Goes into the end zone. It landed inside their 5 and bounced in. That sucks. Go for it on 4 if we don't get this. Never mind. Yeah. If it was 4th and short, maybe. Well, Brock Purdy and the Niners offense is going to have decent enough field position after the touchback. That needed to be the drive to define the theme for the second half. But they brought pressure. We've not been ready on any of their pressures. They keep doing that on 3rd down. San Francisco's at home. Why did I think Carolina's at home? I wouldn't have asked about the stadium takeover then. Honestly, we're really bad about letting other teams take over the stadium anyway, so I'm glad it's not a home game, because we probably would have been made fun of if we allowed a stadium takeover. Well, the penalty definitely set us back. If we don't get called for that hold, I think we probably were looking good on that drive, but it happened, and we punt on 4th down, so this sucks, man. Absolutely sucks. Claude and Cherylis, our backup linebacker stepping up today, is apparently out. I missed that. So we're down to our 4th and 5th string linebackers. Or sorry, not 4th and 5th string, but our 4th and 5th on the depth chart. We're missing our top 3 linebackers now. That's terrible. That does not bode well for the second half here. You think? Yeah, if they put Mac in and they just let him be a game manager, I think the momentum changes. I definitely do. And the momentum might change anyway. Like, Purdy might play well in the second half. Got all of his mistakes done in the first half. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen with their offense. The pessimistic side in me says they're about to go downfield and make it a 14-point game. They could also go 3 and out. I don't know. Losing a 3rd linebacker, though, is not a good sign. Like, I am not feeling good about this right now. We needed to do something on that drive. J.C. Horn is being evaluated for a concussion. Okay. Missing top 3 linebackers is rough. I feel like many teams losing their starting linebackers throughout the year for some reason. Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're playing a team like that in San Francisco. Like I said pregame, we can't use injuries as an excuse, but it is affecting us, to be fair. They're dealing with injuries too, so can't wait for Darnold to have a monster game next week. While 9, yeah, he's going to be terrible again. McCaffrey gets the dump off. It's a screenplay. He's going to get the first down. Just an OCD thing that I've been struggling with not mentioning all game, but why are the Panthers on the bottom of your scoreboard? I like having Carolina on bottom, closer to all the other Panthers-related things on the screen. That's why I do it. That's really the only reason. My gosh, yeah, the hits keep on coming. JC's questionable. Yeah, my bad, guys. I didn't mean to imply Carolina was home based on the graphic. That's my bad. Hello, Xander. We do have 2 picks. Yeah, we got 3, actually. We're playing great. Short throw to McCaffrey. Going to get hit immediately, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. Thank goodness. Losing to San Francisco 49ers right now will be hard for Panthers playoff hopes because I don't see you beat LA. No, that's fair. If we lose this game, we probably end up needing to sweep Tampa Bay at the end of the year to make the playoffs, realistically. We're capable of beating Seattle if Darnold has a bad game or if the Rams are just overlooking us, but I don't like the matchups, honestly. So, Just objectively, yeah, this is the game we need to win for the sake of our playoff hopes, in my opinion. It's not looking good right now, though. J.C. Horn getting hurt is a killer. We got a handoff to the backup running back, Robinson, who's going to tumble forward for about 4 or 5 yards. Third down coming up. If we can get off the field here, that's great. Rams, I'm not worried about. Not expecting much from that anyway. Yeah. I don't know what their weakness is yet, if they have one. They don't have a bad loss in the year yet, either. Has McCaffrey played the Panthers as a Niner, or is this the first time? I think it's the first time, or maybe he played us in 22, because I don't think we've played them since 2022. I don't know. Because we traded them right before the deadline. I think we played them early in the year, because, yeah. We got a short throw completion to Kittle for the first down. San Francisco keeps it moving. Yep, not going great right now. JC not being on the field definitely affects the defense. Like, he's the best player in our secondary. I'd say second best on the defense. I still think Derek Brown's a better overall player. Maybe not. Maybe DB is second. I don't know. They're both really good. Not having one of our best players on the field right now is not good. First and 10 at the 44. It's going to be faking the handoff to McCaffrey. Play action. Throw short to Kittle, who's going to get about 6 yards. You traded him on October 2022. Yeah, it was like right before the deadline. He did. 54 yards, 1 touchdown. All right. He has. Okay. Yeah, I honestly, I don't remember the game. I guess we played late in 2022? Because I don't think we played him since then. I don't know. He was with us. So the game was played pre-trade. 2nd and 4. Come on, defense. You bailed us out so much today. We just need it again. Handoff to McCaffrey, who is going to get the first down. This sucks. This sucks. I'm going to be stalking Twitter to see if there's any updates on JC, because that's huge. If JC is out for the game, I don't have a lot of hope. I'm not going to lie. I hate to be pessimistic, but we need JC out there. Nothing new. That's unfortunate. First and 10, San Francisco. 8.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Pivotal that we get a stop here because of all the time that's being killed in this game. We're only going to have so many more possessions. Purdy under center. It's going to be a pitch to Robinson. He's got good blocks. He's going to gain about 8 yards. MVP of the game, I don't care what happens. Definitely for us, MVP of the game, yeah. Ain't no one on our offense got a claim for that. I don't understand this team, guys. I really don't. How do you play elite ball last week against Atlanta, a better defense than San Francisco has, and then no show today? I don't get it. Handoff is going to be... he's going to roll back for the first down. We cannot tackle him down when we first hit him. It sucks. First down, San Fran. I don't know what I'm supposed to tell you guys right now. This is just brutal. We're getting beaten down on defense. We need another turnover. Unfortunately, it's come to that. We need a 4th turnover in this game to help us out. If we can hold them to 3 on this drive, that helps. And they're on the edge of field goal range anyway. It's going to be a handoff to Robinson, who's going to get hit immediately. 1 yard gain in there. All right. 2nd and 9. McCaffrey going back onto the field. Great. Great. Bryce just loves Atlanta. Yeah, he's not beating the allegations. He owns Atlanta, and then he can't play against anyone else. I've maintained my stance this year. We need to upgrade over Bryce if we can. I had more hope after last week's amazing performance, but you got to follow up with something after that. Okay, we got a game break here. There's no timeout called. That tells me there's an injury. I don't know what happened. No idea. I would assume that's why we're taking a game break. I don't know why else we're stopping the game right now. No updates on JC yet. He's just questionable to return. So, nothing there. I would love an update. I really would. We need JC back in the game. Look, the game's not over yet, but all momentum's on their side. Everything is trending toward a 49ers win. I can't lie. It's not looking good right now, but it ain't over till it's over. So don't give up hope yet. But it's also reasonable to be, a little pessimistic right now. Our defense has got to step up again. We're asking so much of our defense tonight, guys. Like, they've gotten 3 interceptions. Like, what more do you want them to do? Just, it's sad. It's sad that we've got 3 picks and our offense can't do anything. It was really unexpected. Like, I really thought, oh crap, JC Horn will not return. There you go, guys. JC Horn is apparently out for the game. Broadcast just mentioned it. CMC was with Carolina last time he played San Francisco. Yeah. So this is the McCaffrey revenge game. I get revenge for trading him to a successful franchise. I don't know. I don't know why it would be labeled as revenge. Yeah, injuries suck. Bad to worse, yeah. Yeah, it sucks. We're not going to be able to keep this up on defense without JC Horn. Just realistically. If we do, great. I would love that. But hard to see. He's out with a concussion. We just have to hope he's going to be back next week for the Rams game. Don't rush him back, though. It's awful. All right. Back to the game here. 2nd and 9 for Purdy in the offense. It's going to be a handoff to McCaffrey. He's going to get hit, and it's going to be a 3-yard gain. 3rd and long. I think 3rd and 7 coming up. That might be game over, to be honest. How good has Horn been this year? Elite. He's had 1 bad game against the Saints. Just 2 bad plays. It was random. Otherwise, he's been an elite corner. He had 2 picks in this game. So, like, he alone has kind of kept us in this game. Without him, we're down double digits, in my opinion. Season as a whole, he's been fantastic. 3rd and 6. We got to get the stop here. He was our best player tonight, and he's out. So, someone's got to step up. Corey Thornton is his replacement, I believe. All right, Purdy throws. It's going to be caught for the completion. It's going to be a first down for Jennings. Inside the Panthers 20. Yeah, it kind of feels like this is the game, guys. How this D is holding up with all these injuries is beyond me. Of course, media will hype up the San Francisco D if this happened. Yep. No, the narrative's going to be Brock Purdy played a terrible game, but their defense was outstanding, and the offense for us was terrible. Which is true. Our offense is horrific. It's not going to be talked about how well our defense played, though, because we're going to lose this game. Another turnover here helps, but they got the ball at our 19. 1st and 10. Let's see what we do. It's a pitch to McCaffrey. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to gain probably ends up gaining 7 yards on that. 2nd and short coming up. Oh no, Thornton is down with an injury. He is the replacement for JC Horn in this game. Are we just cursed tonight? We're losing players left and right now. Our defense does not deserve this, guys. They've played so well tonight, and now everyone's going to get hurt. One of those games, I guess. Look, I can't watch this game and sincerely believe we're going to make a playoff push. I would love to, but with the schedule Tampa has to, and given that Baker's probably going to play through his injury and be fine, Tampa's probably got the division. If we're just being realistic, I have hope, but I want to be realistic, guys. This is a bad game for us. It does not give us good vibes moving forward. Hopefully JC is not going to be out long, though. We're going to probably have to sweep Tampa if we want to make the playoffs. That's going to be hard. We haven't beaten Tampa since 2022, so... Yeah, Horn's replacement is also down. So, I'm not even sure who's going to be lined up there now. Yeah, both teams will end the game with negatives more than positives. San Francisco will be less because of the win if they win. Yeah. But also, San Francisco's got an easy path to 10 wins, so they're probably going to be making the playoffs after a win tonight. Just honestly. Yeah, the injuries are ridiculous tonight. Again, though, like, San Francisco's dealing with basically an entire injured defense, so, like, no one is going to use the injury excuse for us tonight. And honestly, if our offense just showed up, the injuries tonight wouldn't even affect the outcome. If our offense did what they needed to do tonight, we're winning this game right now. There are 8 teams in the NFC with 7 or more wins. One of them has to miss. Yeah, Chicago or San Francisco, to me. Whoever wins in Week 17 probably makes it in, and then Green Bay, we'll see how they do down the stretch with the divisional games they got. Carolina is bowing out of the wild card race tonight, at least, which I'm not surprised. I said pregame, I've said the past few weeks, like, we're not getting in as a wild card. We have to win the division. And that's tough. Yeah, we have to sweep Tampa. If we'd won tonight, we wouldn't have to sweep Tampa, but now it's definite. If we lose this game, we have to sweep them. Shao Smith-Wade, who usually plays slot, he's going to be in, it looks like, so. 2nd and 3. It's a pitch to McCaffrey. He's going to get the first down, and more, he's got a touchdown. There's the game, guys. What do you want? I can join in about... Dude, you don't want to join. You don't want to join, but... Yeah, come back in about 30 and we'll see. The game might be over by then. We'll see, though. We'll see how the next drive goes. It's. I don't want to be negative, guys, but the way our offense is played, it's really hard to believe right now. And with all the hits on our defense, it's really hard to believe that they're going to be able to come up for us. But PAT is good. Yeah, this is tough, guys. There's the game, and 2-score game, the first drive of the second half. It's 4:42 to go in the third quarter. We're not going to have many more drives. We have to score on at least 2 more drives. Forgive me for my lack of faith, guys. I'm sorry. All the injuries, everything feels like it's kind of cursed right now. And I hope we can make the comeback. If our offense can suddenly get going, we are in it. The next drive is going to say a lot, though. Didn't you guys come back from 17 down against Miami? That's Miami. It's Miami. But yeah. And we came back from 14 against Atlanta last week. Yeah, Bryce in the fourth quarter. If the game is close. We got to be able to make it close here. We got to do something on this next drive. That's the big key here. And our defense has to get stops. I know they can. It's just without JC, it's really hard. Maybe it's just me, but it feels like everything's going against us right now. It'd be an exceptional comeback win if we pull it off. Different situation, yeah. Stop being a Debbie Downer. Alright. I just try to be realistic, you guys. Yeah. We're going to see what happens on the next drive. See if our offense can get going. If they do, we've got life. If they don't, I don't know what to tell you. Just, next drive is going to say a lot. I said before that touchdown, it ain't over till it's over. But just pointing it out, nothing is trending our direction right now. No update on Thornton yet, by the way. We'll see if he's going to come back in this game. Hopefully he can. That would be pretty helpful. Man, JC leaving the game is tough. No updates on Thornton. I'm looking, though. I would not resent you, Daniel. No, if you would rather do that, that's okay. That's alright. Up to you. If you want to join, you're more than welcome. If you want to go to dinner with your friends, you go for it. I understand. It's a realistic take. We lost the strongest defensive players. It's hard to balance being realistic with also being seen as a Debbie Downer, because I know I sound pessimistic and negative. I've heard it enough from other fans of the team too. I get it. I'm just trying to also be realistic here while also hoping for the best. It's hard to balance that. Alright, we got a return here. We're going to make it to the 30, down around the 32, so that's alright. We'll take it. I would have joined if it were close. Alright. Well, hey, maybe it'll get close here. If we score on this drive, we got hope. Checking your boy after the game. Yeah, that'd be cool. Some restaurant, soft opening. Alright, well, have fun, man. Hope it's an enjoyable time with your friends. Alright, we gotta get going here. We've not done anything on offense all day. This is the moment where we gotta come alive if we're gonna make the comeback. Bryce, 7 of 12 for 40 yards. He's looking to throw. Pressure's coming. He's escaping it. Rolling out. He might be running. He's throwing. It's wild. Oh my gosh. I thought T-Mac was gonna make that catch. He couldn't do it, though. Alright. Good job by Bryce not taking the sack. I don't think he's gone down yet in this game, so that's good. That's unfortunate, though. Bryce, deep bomb here would be nice. I agree. Gotta be able to have time to find the deep bomb, and, the deep bomb has to get open. T-Mac isn't really the deep bomb kind of player. Coker, I don't think we use him that way. It's gotta be XL. 2nd and 10, Shuba in the backfield. See what we do. Bryce looking to throw. He dumps off to Chuba. He hasn't got much space. He makes a guy miss. He's going to get the first down. Makes it to the 45-yard line. Chuba Hubbard, great move there to make a defender miss and keep it going. Could have easily been a gain of 0. Ends up getting the first. All right. Is T-Mac just missing or the ball's inaccurate? Good question. He had one bad drop. It was an accurate throw. He had one where he just didn't run the right route, it looked like. And then this last one, I needed to see the replay. I didn't. I think it was a little both. I think it was not the most accurate throw, but catchable, I think. I'd like to see the replay on that. I'll have to find it later. Yeah, schedule doesn't look good. True. Yeah, Jimmy Horn has the speed, but we don't use him. Chuba gets the Harry, and he makes it to midfield for about 3 yards. Alright, they give him 4. Nice. We cross midfield. We haven't done it much this game, but we've done it this time. They're pointing out we have 2 comeback wins for 14-plus points, the tie for most in the league. We are the comeback cats, cardiac cats, whatever you want to call it. Like we've done it before against Miami and Atlanta. We know we have the ability. We'll see. 2nd and 6 now. Bryce under center. It's going to be fakes the handoff to Chuba. Good protection. He's looking to throw. He's going to dump off to Chuba. He's got some green. He's going to get the first down around the 40 of San Francisco. All right. Chuba is carrying us on this drive. Love to see it. Low, we've talked about Chuba. He's not been the same player this year after being a top 10 running back last year. We root for the guy. Second best back on our team, but we root for him still, and we hope for the best, and he's playing well right now. So you like to see that. 1st and 10 now. 2:45 to go and counting down in the 3rd quarter. Pivotal to keep an eye on the clock. Chuba gets the Harry. Yeah, shh. I don't know how that came out of my mouth, all right? Shh. I was hoping no one would catch that. Sometimes I misspeak. 1st and 10 at the 40. Here we go. Bryce. Pressure coming. Dump off to Chuba. It's a screenplay. He's going to get some blocks, but not enough. Makes a guy miss. Turns a 3-yard gain into 6. We'll take it. 2nd and 4 coming up. Chuba is stepping up. Yes, he is. I appreciate that from Chuba. He still has a future on this team if he can play well down the stretch. That's going to be a big story come off-season, whether we trade him or if he sticks around. We got him, we got Rico, we got Jonathan Brooks coming back, so our running back room is going to be a big story next off-season for us. I hope that he can play well down the stretch. Is Dowdle hurt? No, we've just been, we're doing that thing where we alternate drives again, it feels like. Because Dowdle's not been on the field this drive. We're riding the hot hand, I guess. Ball at the 34, 2nd and 4. We're in field goal range at least. Chuba in the backfield. Bryce. He's going to look to pass. He's going to throw. It's a little high, but caught by XL for the first down. 5-yard gain, sorry. We're keeping it moving. Our offense is finding its rhythm at last. We got to punch it in, though. All right, Bryce has made it to 75 yards. 11 to 17, 75 yards, 1 pick. Tet has 1 catch for 6. XL has 1 catch for 5. A massive step down after last week's performance, but there's still a quarter to play. Does Bryce have a passer rating higher than Brock Purdy now? He's at 49. Purdy's at 53. Oh well. You call Leggett XL? Yeah, Yeah, XL, Xavier Leggett. They call him the X-Man sometimes, too, when he plays well. Zavala is out, by the way, so we got our third-string right guard starting the rest of the game. Bryce threw to nobody there. It might have been tipped, I don't know. 2nd and 10 now, clock stopped at 55. Yeah, XL's big. He is the wide receiver X, plays that role, or supposed to. We could put them both in on the same play. I know it's hard to comprehend, Dave, but it is possible. I get that. I've said that from the start. I don't know why we refuse to do that. It's because we try to copy the Lions who do alternating series for the running backs. I think that's why. 2nd and 10 now. Had a guy open on the last play, just couldn't hit him. Bryce, pressure coming. He gets rid of it, throwing deep. He's got a man, Ted McMillan, touchdown! Let's go! That's what we need. We take the deep shot. T-Mac is open. Finally in the end zone. Oh, thank goodness. Sorry, guys. You're right. I was negative. We had nothing going our way. Now we do. We got life. You guys are right. We got life again. 29 yards. Bryce to Ted McMillan. All right. Here we go, guys. Fourth quarter, Bryce charging up. He's getting ready for the fourth quarter comeback, it looks like. All right. What a swing. What a swing, guys. What a swing. We can put them... Yeah. Sorry, I already read that. Yeah. All right, I caught up to everything. Sorry. 8 plays, 68 yards, 3:53 off the clock. Bryce over 100 yards now should have a higher passer rating than Purdy, which I do care about. Because it's absurd for a 3-interception performance to have a higher passer rating. PAT, here we go. Fitzgerald, kick is up, and it's gonna... Is it good? It's good, okay. Flag on the field, though. We'll hold off on that. For a second, it looked like it might miss. Oh, apparently they made... I'm trying to listen to what they're saying. They might be on the defense. Unnecessary roughness. We might be going for 2 here, guys. We're going for 2 after that penalty. They haven't made the call yet. I haven't heard it anyway. They roughed the snapper. Oh, dang. And we're going to enforce the penalty and go for 2. Guys, this is huge. This is huge. If we get the 2, that's huge. If we don't, then I'm a little concerned, but... Dang. We ain't playing to tie tonight, guys. No, see, we're going for 2 here. Yeah, Niners 0 got cooked. He did. No, the game is not over, as it turns out. I was wrong to show my negativity. I was just saying nothing's going our way, but now it is. Now stuff is going our way. We got to get this conversion, though. This huge, huge moment here. 2-point conversion from the 1. I would understand if you hand it off here. Chuba out there. We're throwing. Bryce throws into the end zone. It's inaccurate for Coker. Second time we've elected to throw from the 1 and it didn't work. Very interesting. Horn was a little open on the left, by the way. I wish he looked to his left. So now it's an 8-point deficit for Carolina. We're going to have to go for 2 if we get another touchdown. That's tough. I like the decision to go for it, guys. Don't get me wrong, but that was a bad execution by Bryce there. Just missed Coker. It was tipped. Oh. Looks like the defender got a hand on it. The D-line. Well, that sucks. Of course we threw it. Yeah, from the 1. You know, we got Chuba, we got Rico, both playing pretty well. No, we're going to throw it from the 1. Alright. 17-9 remains the score. Again, I like that we went for it from the 1. I just do not like the play call or the execution. Yeah, defender got a finger on it. That affected the throw. Maybe it would have been more accurate if not for that. I mean, Coker, even if the throw is accurate, like, Coker, I don't know if he had enough room to make that catch. I'm not sure. It's hard to project it. It was definitely tipped, though. Great play by the defense. You gotta give credit where it's due. Well, we got kickoff now. Fitzgerald, bomb it. He fields it at the 9. He's going to take it up to the 20. 25, he's going to get hit around the 28. Still up. Goes down at the 30. Alright. Special teams has not played as well overall as we'd like, but hasn't hurt us yet. So there's that. Alright, defense. I know JC's not in. I don't know about Thornton yet. Let me check, actually. Is Thornton coming back? I'm not seeing anything yet. Corey Thornton is not in right now, at least. Purdy looking to throw. It's going to be caught for about an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2 coming up. That was Jennings there on the reception. Yeah, no update on Thornton yet, unfortunately. Oh, never mind. I just got it. He's out with an ankle injury. Yep. Okay. Smith Wade is going to be the main guy now. Playing a different role than he's used to, so I don't love that, but we'll see how he does. Need guys to step up here. Yeah, of course they got rewarded for the penalty. Yeah, I don't like that, but it's our fault for not executing. We'll see if we get a playoff before the end of the quarter. We are not. It's going to take it to the end. 2nd and 2 when we start the 4th quarter here for San Francisco. We need this defense to pitch a 4th quarter shutout or just hold them to 3. Our offense is going to have to score twice if we want to win in regulation, though. I guess we could take it to overtime. I wouldn't oppose that. If we can get there, great. I'm still going to say if we can tie the game, I'd be happy because we would, lead the division, and we haven't done that in so long. This is tough, though. Missing 2 corners. We're missing 3 linebackers. Yeah. If our offense woke up sooner, man, what might have been? What might have been? It's a good sign, at least, that we were competitive in this game, despite the miscues. We're at least proving on a national stage we're not bottom feeders. We can actually play and hang with these teams. It's just not really going our way tonight. Had too many miscues. But I'm glad that we haven't just completely embarrassed ourselves. It's a close game. Pick 6, here we go, dude. That'd be awesome. Or scoop and score. We gotta do something, though. If we give up a touchdown, it's gonna be pretty bleak. I can't lie. We get a stop, and the offense has momentum. It's anyone's game. 4th quarter Bryce is different, too, when it's a close game. So hopefully it stays close, and hopefully Bryce gets the chance at the end, the ball in his hands, the chance to get on the field and win it for us. That's all we can really ask for at this point, If we get that, we'd be pretty happy. Say what you want about Bryce Young. He is a clutch quarterback. Might be super inconsistent week to week, but he is a clutch quarterback. So the opposing team does not want him to have a chance to win it at the end of the game. The only time this year where it hasn't worked was against Arizona, and in that game it was just an insane comeback that we were fortunate to even be in position for, and it actually kind of baffles me that we didn't end up winning that. Go Niners! I'd rather lose than tie. I hate ties. They shouldn't exist. Have the kickers do a field goal kick out. I would love if we could pivot to that. No more ties and you just do a kick out. That'd be cool. For the current circumstances, though, just our situation, I'd be okay with a tie because we would lead our division, and I would love to be able to say that for the first time in forever. Otherwise, yeah, I would rather not play for a tie. Bryce needs to be studied. Yeah. Let's figure out what really unlocks his potential. Is it really just Atlanta? Is that how it is? He only plays well against Atlanta? It makes no sense. Alright, 4th quarter starting soon. Really big drive here. We got to get off the field. They got the ball at the 38, I believe. 2nd and 2 here. McCaffrey in the backfield. I'm sure they're handing it off. They are. And he's going to get the first down and a little bit more. He takes it up past midfield. He lost the ball at the end, but I think he was down. Mike Jack missed a tackle there, unfortunately for us. That's tough. Yeah, he's a great running back. One of the best. Yeah, there's no fumble on that, by the way. Arm was clearly down before he lost it. Yeah. 139 scrimmage yards for McCaffrey tonight, just as we all expected. I mean, we said pregame, Kittle and McCaffrey are lined up for big games here. We just have to do enough on our offense to be able to hang in there. Purdy, gonna hand off. No, he's faked the handoff. He's play action. He throws wide open to Kittle. He's gonna get the first down. He's gonna go down close to the Panthers 25. Unpopular opinion is eliminate overtime in the regular season call to tie if the scores are level. Field goal kick out would just put even more pressure on kickers that already exists. I don't like that. Fair. I mean, we could do the 2-point conversion thing that college does. I don't know if that's the way to go, though. There's got to be a solution, though. Current rules are great. Yeah, at least both teams get a chance now. Defense too tired and injured, I guess. No, absolutely. Our defense has played their hearts out. But we got so many injuries now, and... McCaffrey swallowed up for no gain on the 1st and 10 carry. Good. Driving then shopping in order. All right, sounds good. Drive safely, midnight. Appreciate you. No, I can't blame our defense if we lose this game. Like, our defense has played their hearts out despite all the injuries. Got 3 turnovers in the first half. It's on our offense for not doing a single thing for most of this game. So, it is what it is. Game ain't over yet. Somehow they gave McCaffrey a 1-yard gain. I don't know how he gained a yard, but okay. They've been nice with the spots for San Francisco tonight. 2nd and 9 from the 25. Shotgun formation for Purdy. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw. It's going to be caught to Jennings at the 20. We cannot tackle this man, but we do eventually. He's 2 yards short. All right. 3rd and 2 coming up. If we can hold him to 3, we're in the game. Hold him to 3, guys. Come on. Alright. It's a tough game so far. He's running good tonight. No, he's having a good game for sure. Overall, played a good game. Not much we can do. It's a sneak on 3rd and 2, and of course they're going to get it. That's ridiculous. They do a QB sneak to Brock Purdy on 3rd and 2, and we give it up. Okay. Alright. Need a sack, fumble, something. We need a turnover, man. Our defense has gassed. They played for most of the game. They got 3 turnovers. It's not on them if we lose. But at this point, you can't expect much from them. Like, they're gassed. They're injured. They're wounded. Just... we need a turnover somehow. Yeah, I'm not going to blame the defense, man. Handoff to McCaffrey. He was going to get met behind the line of scrimmage for a couple of yards lost there. Our run defense is playing well right now, at least. Which I'm not surprised by the run defense. It's mostly our linebackers that, you know, we're down to our 4th and 5th linebackers. And now our secondary is getting injured, so I'm not surprised that our defensive line is able to get there. Overall, McCaffrey still had a good day, though. Like, the linebackers can't come up and stop him like normal. McCaffrey's got 84 yards on 19 carries, so one of his more efficient games as a runner. And he's got 53 receiving yards, too. Here we go. 2nd and 13 at the 19-yard line. It's a quick throw to McCaffrey in the backfield, who's going to get dropped for a 5-yard loss. The defense stepping up here to hold them to 3, hopefully. 3rd and long coming up. Just one more stop, guys. One more stop. Loss of 6. Wow. Wow. Great effort by the defense there. I don't know how they're still playing so well, honestly. I mean, it's obviously they're exhausted. They've played most of the game. They've had the turnovers, and then the offense just breaks their souls. Breaks their hearts, I should say. Because they're playing with soul here. 3rd and 18. I swear, if we give up a conversion. We got to get the stop here. And 3rd and 18 from the 24. Purdy is going to hand it off to Robinson. Fortunately, we only let him get to the 11-yard line before going down. That awkward moment when you show up but get a text that your friends are 15 minutes away. That's rough. Been there. This is the game. It's about to be an 11-point game, presumably. 9.5 minutes, 4th and 6. I think they're kicking the 3 points, because why wouldn't they? We've lost 4 players in this game. That's crazy. 2 corners, a linebacker, and our right guard. And 3 of those players are backups anyway, so our depth is really being tested, but our defense came up there. Love it. 29 yards from Matt Gay. Kick is up, and it's good. Right down the middle. It's 20-9. All right. We got to score in the next drive. Nothing more to say there. We have got to score in the next drive. A field goal keeps it a 1-score game. A touchdown means it's winnable. But we have to score on the next 2 drives. Not just one. We have to score on 2 drives. And we have to get a stop on defense. So the game's not over, but it's going to be a challenge to overcome this. It's doable, but we need another good drive from the offense here. We got to get it. We got to get it, guys. The game ain't over. Our team is fighting, and I love to see the fight. I love to see the fight from this wounded, battered defense that has played what feels like the whole game. I know not really, but yeah, it's been brutal, honestly. It's been brutal. So it's nice to see the defense fighting. The offense has been horrific for most of this game, but they had a nice drive on the last possession, so if we can keep it going on the next possession, that'd be great. 4th quarter, Bryce, come alive, please. I think it's insane that we have 3 interceptions in this game and we're down 11 points. I really do. Like, not a single person should blame our defense if we lose this game. It is not on the defense, and I don't think anyone's going to have that take anyway. But I think everyone watching will probably understand. It's on the offense for not executing when we had the chances. When did Matt Gay join the Niners? This past week, it sounded like. I think they signed him off the Commanders practice squad, or they released him and San Francisco signed him. I'm not sure which it was, but he was in Washington a week ago, and now he's in San Francisco. Eddie Pinheiro, he's got a hamstring injury, so he's week to week. Personally, I think he just didn't want to handle the revenge game. No, not really. He's hurt. Hopefully he heals up soon. Yeah. San Francisco is a nice place in California. Nice. I've never been there myself, but signed a contract with the Niners. Yeah, I'm guessing it was just like a 1-year thing, so you can play while Pinheiro is out. Hamstring injury is not something you want for your kicker, so. Look, I'm glad it's at least a game. I'm glad it's not a blowout. I'm glad that we're not playing like we're, the New York Jets or something. Because I'm sure there's a fair amount of the nation out there who thinks we're still that caliber of a team. Oh. Who's Commander's kicker? Matt Gay. They signed Matt Gay from Washington. I don't know who their kicker... if you're asking who their kicker is now, I don't know who their kicker is now. That's curious, actually. I think Gay was just not very good for Washington, and that was why they moved on. Could be mistaken. I'm going to go check, though, see who they had in their most recent game. They're on a bye week this week, so I got to go back. We got kickoff here into the end zone. We're going to kneel it down. Yeah, they kicked it deep. I understand kneeling it down. That's fair. Understand. Let's see. Washington, depth chart. Oh, Jake Moody. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Because he's reunited with Deebo Samuel, which is funny. Jake Moody. Commanders got a kicking curse. They do. Alright, 9:21. We got all 3 timeouts. There's not necessarily any urgency on this drive, but we do have to score. We do have to score. We got the ball at the 35. Come on, Carolina. Give us life here. Offense, you got to come through. 82 in motion. Tommy Tremble. Bryce. Good protection. He's going to throw fairly deep. Wide open. It's Ted McMillan, but it was underthrown. It was nearly picked up by Upton Stout. Should have been picked off by Stout. Just a bad throw by Bryce. McMillan is wide open. If the ball gets there, it's a big first down. Great route by McMillan to be open, but the ball is just underthrown. Great play by the defense. Well, that's not very inspiring now, is it? Bryce, we need fourth quarter. We need your fourth quarter, Bryce Young, to play in this game now. It's going to be a handoff to Reed. No, it's read action. Or not read action. Wow. It's the throw to Coker. He gets across midfield for the first down. RPO. I said read action. I meant run play option is what I was thinking. It's the RPO. I thought it was going to be a handoff, but he gets the ball out to Coker for the first down. Whew. Thank goodness Bryce didn't throw the pick on the previous play, aiming for McMillan. Keep the ball. We got the ball across midfield already. All right. Looks like the Niners lost a player for the game. I don't know who it was, but they're talking about him. Unfortunate to see. So many injuries for these teams, man. 8.5 minutes here. 1st and 10. Carolina at the 48-yard line of San Francisco. Bryce looking to throw. It's caught for about a 2-yard gain. Dump off to Leggett, I think. So, just kind of fell over once he caught it. Who in the world is signing Justin Tucker? New Orleans apparently is looking into that, which... honestly, shame. Shame, he's washed and a terrible person now, so... I'll just have another reason to hate the Saints if they sign him. Forgot about Rico. Yeah, Rico has not been doing anything for, well, the entire half, it looks like. 8 minutes left, 2nd and 8. Empty backfield for Young. Looking to throw. He gets the throw off. It's caught. It's going to be a first down. Jalen Coker stiff arms the guy, pushes him down, gets the first. Stout was in coverage there. Jalen Coker coming up big for us on this drive. Love to see it. You need someone to step up on offense. T-Mac got the touchdown on the last drive. XL has not done anything. He's kind of inconsistent on the year. The tight ends haven't done much in the passing game, at least. Oh, we got to have guys step up here. Jalen Coker is coming up for us on this drive. We need him to keep it up. Tucker Fitz on the Browns. Yeah, we said in the offseason too, like the Browns are going to sign him, right? But maybe they learned with Deshaun Watson not to sign terrible people. Or trade for, in Deshaun's case. Alright, snap the ball. There we go, Bryce. Pressure coming. Might get sacked. He avoids it. He's rolling out. He's going to run. And he's going to head out of bounds after a 1-yard gain. Oh, man. They brought the pressure. Avoids the sack. Gets 1 yard on the ground. We'll take it. I don't like them bringing that pressure, man. He's not taking a sack yet. Hopefully he continues that, because if he goes down, it's not going to be pretty. Yeah, Loop is a good kicker. Rookie out of Arizona. Empty backfield for Young on 2nd and 8. They give him 2 yards in that. All right. Bryce, pressure's coming. He's got good protection. He throws across the field. It's going to be picked. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bryce Young experience. You cannot blame anyone but Bryce Young on that one. They threw it right to the defender, it looked like. I'll see the replay and I'll judge again, but that was bad. No, just a bad throw. Looking for McMillan, but it went right into the arms of the defender. Pathetic. Just terrible throw. Just Bryce, come on, man. I said it earlier, I'll say it again. I want so badly to believe in Bryce. I want him to succeed. You can't keep doing this crap. That's tough. Panthers in the season with 7 or 8 wins at best. That's the realistic take. We lose this game, we're going to have to sweep Tampa, most likely, to make the playoffs. Either that or we'll have to upset Seattle or LA. And, I mean, those teams are way better than San Francisco, in my opinion, right now, just because of how injured the Niners are. Our defense got 3 picks in this game. They made stops at crucial times. And it's not going to matter because Bryce threw 2 terrible picks when we were driving. And the offense just couldn't get enough going. Look, I said last week, despite the great game from Bryce, I'm still out. Take it week to week, see what he does moving forward. This is a terrible game for him. Both interceptions were just terrible throws. And it's to the same guy, too. Respect to him. Got 2 picks. Good for him, I guess. 15 of 24, 134, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. It's literally just the average Bryce Young stat line on the season. And I hate to say it. I really want him to succeed, but this is just the latest example. We've seen him at his peak last week, and this week it's just what we're used to seeing. Can we get Dak for a 4th round pick? Gosh, imagine. I don't see Dak leaving Dallas if the offense keeps playing well, but I mean, we'd probably be competing if we got him, honestly. I can't imagine Dak would want to come here. I don't know. There's no shot he wants to leave, I'll say that. He doesn't want to leave Dallas, I'm sure. I'll start up the Joe Burrow propaganda again. I said a few weeks ago, if Cincinnati is going to end up having to trade him, we should be all over that. I don't know that it happened, but we should be all over it. I also think, realistically, if he gets traded, Minnesota is the landing spot, but we'll see. I don't know what we're going to do at quarterback. We've got to add somebody. I said it all year, even last week, after the great performance. I'm not hating in recency bias. I'm not trying to hate at all. It's just my realistic perception of Bryce. He's just not been the guy more often than not this year. There's far more bad than good. At his peak, we saw it last week against Atlanta. McCaffrey's going to get about 3 yards in this run, by the way. We still technically have life if we get a stop here. It's just not great odds. But we got to get off the field fast here. I mean, Bryce, I don't know what he was seeing there on that last play. They're showing the replay here. If he didn't see... Oh, man, Green grabbed Tet's arm, by the way. They could have called defensive holding on that. But, you know, we haven't gotten a call all day. I'm pretty sure they literally have 0 penalties, which is just tough for us. There's been nothing egregious, but you definitely could have called holding there, it looks like. I don't know. Wait, I might be wrong. Did they get a penalty in the second half? I know they didn't in the first half. Maybe I missed something. Let me check. Oh, my bad. They did get some penalties, apparently. Delayed game on the offense. Hey, there's one right now. All right, cool. Cool. 5:38 on the clock here, guys. Yeah, they're showing the replay. Yeah, he was holding T-Mac's arm at one point in that play. Oh, well. What are you going to do? 2nd and 6 now. Or, sorry, 12. 2nd and 12. It's going to be a handoff to... Oh, handoff to McCaffrey. He's going to get met and go down for no gain. Okay. You think Colts pull a Vikings and don't re-sign Jones? I think they absolutely re-signed Jones, and I think everything they've done this year, on the field and off the field, points towards them planning to re-sign him long-term. The only way he leaves is if someone else offers him something much better than Indianapolis can offer. I don't see that being the case. I think they'll re-sign him, but you never know. Dak is good at home, but he's never leaving Dallas. Yeah, I'd be pretty surprised. He's a good quarterback. I don't know why he's got to get so much hate. Purdy throwing on 3rd and 12. It's going to be caught short of the first down. Carolina's offense is going to take the field again. And we use a timeout. 4:52 on the clock. We got to score, and we got to score fast, and then we got to get another stop on defense. Technically, we have life. It's hard to feel good after that bad interception. The most fitting way to end the game would honestly be to score and then get a stop and then have a chance to win and then Bryce throws another pick. It would be the most fitting way. I am in no way advocating for that, but yeah. No one will give him the salary he gets in Dallas. Probably not, no. We got to go quick. We do. We got to go quick. We got to be aggressive. We got to execute here. Man. We score points. We got life. We got to score before the 2-minute warning, at least. Bare minimum. We got to score before the 2-minute warning so we can use that to our advantage. We'll see where we get the ball, though. They're punting. They have the ball at the 31, so punter is lined up at his 18. Probably going to kick from the 20, 21. Here we go. He gets the kickoff from the 21, and we're going to field it at our 28. We're going to return it. 30, gets to the 35. No, he ran into his own guy. Nah, not great. We're going to get the ball at the 34-yard line. We'll take it. Bryce, shake it off. You can redeem yourself here. You can redeem yourself. Without those interceptions, I'm not even kidding. Look, we get a touchdown early in that second drive. Probably are going to score on that last drive with the momentum, but that's a good question for Steve. At what point do the Cowboys just blow it up? San Francisco Giants are signing free agent moves. What? I don't know about that. First and 10 at the 34. Here we go, guys. We got to score in this drive. This is the game, frankly. Or phase 1 of the game. Bryce is throwing it far out of bounds. Far left out of bounds. So, 2nd and 10 coming up. I don't see Dallas blowing it up since based on the moves they made at the deadline. Like, I think they're building the defense long term, and I'm guessing they're going to plan to compete next year, but I don't know. 2nd and 10, here we go. Still have the ball at the 34 after that non-play on 1st and 10. We need somebody to step up and make a play here. Come on, Bryce, stay calm, deliver for us, please. You've been clutch for us at other times this year, please. Good protection. He throws short to Rico, who's going to get around a guy and get the first down, so he's going to go down to the 45. Hurry up, guys. We've got to get some urgency here. We got to move this ball. 4.5 minutes. Okay, we're moving fairly fast here. We're about to take the snap, lining up at least at the 35 of San Francisco. Snap the ball, guys. Come on, come on. 4:17, counting down. All right, we snap it. Bryce, he throws, and it's going to be caught and out of bounds for Xavier Leggett for the first down into San Francisco territory. Okay, our offense is showing up in the 4th quarter at least. We've lost our last 72 games and trailing by 7+ in the 4th quarter. Very interesting stats. Wild game for sure, yeah. All the turnovers especially. This has been ridiculous. I'll say again, I'm glad we're not just getting blown out. We're not embarrassing ourselves against this team. Like, overall, we're showing we're solid. Solid ain't enough, though, if we're going to play like this on offense. At the 41, here we go. Take a shot here, guys. Rico in the backfield. Bryce, pressure's coming. Rico picks up the block. Bryce is rolling out. He's going to throw deep. It's going to be caught. Comes back for it. Xavier Leggett, first down at the 24. Flag on the play. Late flag at that. Did XL go out of bounds before getting that? Illegal touching by XL. Went out of bounds and was the first person to touch the ball. Let's see. Did he go out? Yeah, he was out. No awareness of where he is on the field. Like, he wasn't forced out. He just steps out of bounds. That's... It's loss of down and the penalty yards, so it's going to be 2nd and long now. Oh, no penalty yards, apparently. My bad. I thought there was yardage on that. Guess not. That's good. Thank goodness. Because that's a terrible, terrible play. 41-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here we go. 3:59 on the clock. They're showing pressure. They're bringing 4. Bryce is finally going to get sacked. First time this game. You knew that was bound to happen at some point. Unfortunate. 3rd and long coming up. Just to give you free agent preview, Jimmy G, Aaron Rodgers, Kenny Pickett. I don't want any of those guys. No. We either got to trade for someone who's got high upside, or we got to draft somebody, I guess. But, I mean, we have to bring in competition at least for Bryce. It sucks. We know he's got potential. 3:26 on the clock. A timeout is called. 3rd and 18 coming up. San Francisco calls the timeout. Okay, good. I think we have a good team, but our defense is bad in general, so that need to improve by bringing some players next season. Now we need to stick with that defense. Yeah, I agree. I would agree with that. You're taking steps to improve the defense, at least. See what you do next offseason. You obviously got the offense. If you bring back Pickens, then you're good on offense. See what the defense does, though. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do in the offseason for us at quarterback. Obviously, depends on how Bryce finishes the season, but tonight was not encouraging. Like, he's got good moments, he's got terrible moments. It's just, it's year 3. We need more good than bad at this point in the timeline. That's the problem. He still plays like a rookie too often. Ball at the 49, 3rd and 18. He's going to have to throw deep. He throws short to Rico, who's got green. It's 4-down territory, so we make it to the 38-yard line, 4th and long. I guess we could kick 3 here from like 56 yards. I assume we're going for it, though. We'll see. No, we're kicking. Oh, gosh, we're kicking from 57. Fitzgerald from 57. It's up. It's going to go wide right. Not even close. It's not even close. A rookie kicker couldn't get it from 57. There you go. That's... Can we say it now, guys? Can I say it now officially? I said it earlier. That's game. It'd take a miracle now, like, genuinely. No one got a hand on that. It was just wide right. Just, unfortunately, a bad kick by Fitzgerald. He didn't even have the distance for it, too. Like, that's tough. He's been good for us. That's tough. Oh, they did get a hand on that, it looks like. The announcer said they didn't get a hand on that. I just saw the replay. He got a hand on that. Barely, but he did. Alright. McCaffrey gets the carry. He's going to gain about 3 yards. No, we didn't tackle him down. Why bother? He gets about 6 yards, I think. 5 or 6. You guys know how it is. We're going to ride it out to the end of the game because that's how we do it here. Make it to the end of the game, but it's looking like 20-9 is going to be the final score. It's looking like. It might not be, but that's got to be the game. No one should receive any blame but the offense. You can hate on the kicker if you want. I'm not going to hate on our rookie kicker from missing from 57 when they got a finger on it. It is what it is. The offense failed us for most of this game. Yeah, wild card is absolutely finished. Just have to focus on the division. We gotta sweep Tampa at this point, or we need Baker to miss time, and we need Tampa to keep losing, I guess. There's a path there. I don't see it. They got an easy schedule. We are literally their 2 toughest remaining games, so that tells you about their remaining opponents. They got Atlanta, they got New Orleans, they got Miami, they got Arizona. Like, they're going to be favored in every remaining game. 2nd and 5, we'll see if we can at least get the ball back. That'd be something. Pitch to McCaffrey. He's going to gain about a yard or 2. 3rd and short coming up. Timeout is used, so we're trying to get the ball back before the 2-minute, or right at the 2-minute warning, I guess. Alright. We'll see if San Francisco puts the game away with the first down here, or if our offense gets to take the field again. Eagles, Chargers is the next Monday night game. That, honestly, don't watch that game, you guys. That's not. Box score, watch it, and if it ends up being good, turn it on, but I can't see that being a good game. The Eagles' defensive line is going to maul the offensive line in LA. Herbert's going to be miserable that day. I guess the Eagles' offense might not do much. I don't know. I would imagine they'll be fine. Handoff to... No, it's a flip to number 1. Pearsall, who gets... he's going to be just short of the first down. Okay. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th and 1 coming up. Yeah. Yep. Hello, Socks. Thank you for joining. How's it going? I'm doing great. I really don't know what Panthers will do in the offseason to get better, to be honest, because it's not looking good. No, overall, we're fine. This is a roster that can win next year if we get a quarterback. I've been out on Bryce this year. I don't really see it changing. I hate to be pessimistic. I like the guy and I'm rooting hard for him. I really want him to succeed, but there's more bad than good. And I know I'm saying this a week after he broke the Panthers' single-game passing record. I know that. It's the Bryce Young experience. Brandon Ayuk, he's not playing today. He's out. He's probably out as a Niner anyway. Go for it. Yeah, the 49ers should go for it and just put the game away, honestly. I'd agree with that. No, I don't know what we're going to do at quarterback. I'm guessing we're going to end up going with Bryce for a 4th year. Didn't you buy a Bryce jersey? Yeah, the night that we drafted him. He's got my support as a fan. It's just my realistic side sees not much he's making progress year to year, but he's still also playing at a level where he's one of the worst starters in the league overall, which that's tough. And I don't like to say it. I hate to say it. I wish it weren't the case, but he's had 2 good games this year, if we're being honest. And I hope he can turn it around, but this was a game where our offense on paper should have been able to do more. Instead, he threw 2 horrendous interceptions. T-Mac couldn't do much, unfortunately. He had a bad game. Offense kept coming up with the miscues, shooting themselves in the foot, and it's just going to be a loss. So, Bryce is a great guy, agreed. Yes, we need consistency, also agreed. Don't outright bench him, but give him some competition. I agree with that. Depending on how the rest of the season goes, at bare minimum, we have to bring in competition. Guy like Mills, Mac Jones, or Winston, I'd be okay with it. I'd like someone with the most upside. So, what draft pick will Panthers get next season? Depends on how many games we win. I'd imagine we're beating the Saints. I think we can beat Tampa at least one time. I think we can split with them. I said preseason 8 and 9, and I feel like that's still a realistic outcome. So if we go to 8 and 9, we're probably picking a little outside the top 10, probably top 15 though. Am I the only one who would understand the Ayum joke? Yeah, I think you're the only one currently here. Is Sudoku here? Sudoku, of course, would get it. Panthers play the Rams next week, so the only positive is it's a home game, and they're going to overlook us, hopefully. They probably won't. They're well prepared. Niners are going for it on 4th and 1 to put the game away. Juszczyk is under center. I'm guessing he's just going to run it himself. We'll see. Or maybe they're trying to get us to jump. Oh, they don't snap it. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I've said for most of the year, I don't look forward to playing the Rams. It's really hard to see us. I'm speaking not off the record. I'm speaking objectively, though. It's on record, obviously. Speaking objectively, I don't know how we're going to win next week. We could stun everyone and win. Beat the current best team in the league. I don't know how we would do it. We could. In our predictions video later this week, I'm going to pick us to win, because that's what I do. If I'm giving you my objective, analytical view of it, I don't know. I don't know how we're going to pull it off. I sure hope we come out fighting, though, because today was bad. That was depressing. Yeah, no, this kind of wrapped up exactly as we would have expected it to, honestly. We had a little bit of life. Oh, they are going for it now. After trying to get us to jump, calling a timeout, they go for it, and they get it. There's the ball game, guys. 20-9 is going to be your final score. Good game, San Francisco. I have no hate for you. No hate for you whatsoever. Congrats on the win. You got a clear path to the playoffs. Should win your next 2 games. Circle Week 17 against Chicago. That's your pivotal game. Good luck to you guys the rest of the year. I got nothing but respect. Battling through all your adversity, still getting wins. Good luck, guys. Bro, Panthers are JJ McCarthy team. 9 points, quarterback 9 and 9. Yeah, the 9. We're cursed. How about that? How long is JC out? Does it say? I haven't heard yet. It's a concussion, so we probably won't find out for now. It'll probably be a few days as he goes through concussion protocol. I hope he's back next week. I also don't want to rush him back. We have a bye week in 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure, so. I hate that I love the Panthers. Feel that. 6-6, here we are. Was he trying to push them or something? Yeah, you're trying to get us to jump, and then you didn't, and then you may as well go for it anyway, and you got it. So that's the game. Just kneeling it out. Well played, 49ers. Good luck for the playoffs. Yep, agreed. Well played, 49ers. Good luck getting in. The NFC is stacked this year. Someone good is going to get left out, so we'll see if they can keep battling. They got the Browns, bye week, and Titans. Like, they are likely going to be 10-4. It would be shocking if they aren't, quite honestly. They could lose to the Browns based on the defense they have, and if Shador plays well, I'm not going to predict it personally, but they should win. The Michigan fan friends of mine are still glazing 9. They say he's an MVP. Well, they are biased, just being honest. Time to win out, I guess. Yeah, if we beat the Rams, I don't even know what to think of this team. I don't understand this team. Oh, no, if we lose next week, we're going to be 6-7. Oh, great. And then we're going to have to hear about 6-7. Yeah, woohoo. Stupid joke. Yeah. Losing to San Francisco more depressing than Rams. At least you had a chance against the 49ers and Panthers blow it. The Panthers did not blow it tonight. The Panthers did not blow it. The offense blew it. Soft play calling early in the game blew it. Bad execution blew it. 2 horrendous interceptions by Bryce Young blew it. It's on the offense, guys. And we've said this more than once this year. I don't know what's going on with Juwan Jennings, but he was going after Morrig there. Trying to start a fight, buddy? Come on, man. That ain't cool. Jennings, just come on, man. I don't know if Morrig said something, but come on. You're a grown man, buddy. You don't need to be starting a fight. Control your emotions. I'd say that regardless of who hit who. Like the optimism, agreed, but we win out our division games mainly. Yeah, I'll say it again. I already thought we weren't making it in as a wildcard team, even if we won tonight. Look, we gotta sweep Tampa if we're gonna steal the division. They got an easy schedule. We gotta find a way to sweep the Bucks if we want to steal the division. Jennings just kind of had his hands in the face of Trayvon Morrig. I'm guessing Morrig was talking crap. I don't know. Trying to start a fight. I don't know. I'll get more information on Twitter later, but fortunately it didn't escalate more. Hey, I don't know what happened with Jennings. Maybe Morrig hit him beforehand accidentally. I don't know. I didn't see it. Going to visit UNC and Duke soon. Nice. Hope that goes well. Yeah, bye week after the Rams. That's going to be... I'm glad we have a bye week soon because we got to get healthy, man. We've lost a lot of players. It felt like we were cursed tonight. Like, it's crazy. And look, to any 49ers or neutral fans listening, I've already said I'm not using injuries as an excuse. Primarily our defense that was injured in this game, and our defense did not cost us. So, man. Hey, McCaffrey taking a picture of some former Panthers. I like it. I got no hate for McCaffrey. Still like McCaffrey. I have another order, so I'm going to say goodnight. Hope everyone's tomorrow is better than it has any right to be. Alright, Midnight, appreciate ya. Hope your night is great. We'll see you next time, man. Take care. Yeah, good luck, Celtic. Good luck. Imagine still being a kid in 2025. Yeah, this was a deflating loss, you guys. The season's not over, and I will maintain my previous stance. If we get to our floor of 7-10 on the year, it's a successful season, it's an improvement, and we're taking steps. We weren't supposed to compete seriously this year. It was always going to be next year, realistically. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what we're going to do. It's clear more has to be done on offense. Only scoring 9, of course. Only scoring 9 on this 49ers defense is unacceptable. I respect them. They're battling through all the injuries and adversity. We got to do better. Our offense has been bad most of the year. It's just, changes have to be made. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know what's going to happen. I hope we do something. Well, it was a fun game overall, guys. I'm glad we didn't get blown out. Anyone who watched the game knows we were in it for most of it. We just didn't execute, and that sucks. And it is what it is. It's not really much more to say, unfortunately. Yeah. It's deflating. But you know what? We got the Rams next week. Hopefully we can somehow stun them. If we stun the Rams, we can talk playoffs potentially again. I have a really hard time seeing it. But you never know. But we will, of course, be back next week for the Rams game. You guys, I don't miss a Panthers game if I can help it. Although I think I am going to have to miss our game against the Saints. I've got a church thing going on that day that'll keep me out. So I probably can't be there for that game. We're going to beat the Saints, surely. Not getting swept by them. But I'll be here for the Rams game on Sunday. So we'll be back. We'll see how that game goes. Yeah, we'll have to call it a stream here. There's not much more to say. We gotta hope for the best. I'm still proud of the fight this defense showed. I love what we saw from the defense tonight. Just could not have hoped for anything more out of the defense. JC got 2 picks left for the second half. Hopefully he's back sooner rather than later. Season's not over yet. If we can just win a couple more games, we can be happy overall. We will not be streaming again until Sunday. It remains to be seen what all we'll do on Sunday. There's been talk about us doing the Bills-Steelers game because we don't want to do the Sunday game. We're going to do the Panthers game when I can get there. We'll have our power rankings out tomorrow. We'll have our predictions out on Wednesday. No stream on Thursday, though, because, I mean, we'll be celebrating Thanksgiving. I got family coming over, so I'll be unavailable. Yeah. But, yeah, we'll wrap it up here. Thank you, everyone who's hung out. Really appreciate it. These streams are so much more fun when we got guys here to talk ball. A lot more enjoyable. Unfortunately, we took the loss tonight. Again, proud of our defense. Sucks for our offense. I just hope we can bounce back next week. So, it is what it is, guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out. It's been fun overall. See what we can do next week. Everybody enjoy your week. Have a great Thanksgiving. And travel safely if you're traveling. Enjoy time with your family if you get to. Just have a nice week, everybody. Take care. Good night.